Baturdays. Baturdays. Omnidog in the Minister of Comics. Talk forever, get right your ergonomics. Taking questions from the chat. With a name like that, you think they talk more about the bat. Baturdays. 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 In the BatCave.
Heyo, welcome to Baturdays in the BatCave. I'm Omnidog with the return of Dom of X. What up, Dom?
Good to see you again, Jess. I appreciate you having me on, as all of my Pokemon want to fall today, I guess.
Those are awesome. Who is that right there?
This is Meryl. This is a water type Pokemon. She is.
Okay, and who was the one that you were holding up?
That's Bulbasaur. It's a grass type Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I remember Bulbasaur.
I love Bulba.
Well, good. And in honor of Absolute Superman that we're going to be talking about, among other things, I wore my Mr. Mixisplick shirt.
I love that shirt.
Thank
Gotta love
you.
Mr. Mixisplick.
Mixisplick, yeah. And I posted that on my Instagram as the shirt of the day. We're on day 13 of 31 different comic shirts for July. I lost my train of thought here. Okay, so I also posted an overview of this yesterday. If any of you want to look at some of this fabulous art that I paged through, it's amazing. And here's a question from Alex. This I think we can answer. Does Jeff Johns' Superman have enough issues for an
Oh, it
Omni?
absolutely does. No pun intended. I covered this on the NMC interview, but the Omni does not have the Escape from Bizarro World arc and the Last Sun arc. It doesn't have those in there, but it does have everything else that Johns has.
Yes, so we could have an Omni. Let's see. Here's Halo Tangle. Hey, what's up? And Sienna says, let me say hi to everybody here. Chris,
hello.
from Great White North, asking you. Here's Gary asking, where's Snorlax?
I am
Relax.
Gary. I am when I eventually move out into my own apartment or house or wherever that might be. I will get a Snorlax beanbag, and if I ever do Baturdays in the Batcave with Jess at those moments, you could possibly see me in a Snorlax beanbag.
A big like beanbag
Like
chair.
an actual bit, yeah, just for the aesthetic, and I think it makes sense if you like want to have an epic living room or man cave. You got to have that if you're like nerding out completely.
Yeah, that's next level nerdiness, and I approve. I fully approve. Yes. Alon's here. Alon is. I forgot that I installed a new ALEXA here. I'm going to have to turn her. Alexa, volume 1. Don't be talking to me. Alon, when are you a guest? Is it the 20th? Wait, what's today? Is it next week, Alon? That
you're a guest?
13th. I think Alon is a guest next week at like 2. Next Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to have Alon on because Kristen is now taking her last trimester off. She has multiple things going on besides having a baby human inside her, and that's enough. But
it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
She's
never will be able to.
She's not comfortable, and you're right, I can only imagine. Chris is here. Always good to see you. Talking about Superman and Baturdays in the Batcave. Yeah, I can't. James, when was the last time, you're the one to ask, when was the last time we talked about Batman in the Batcave? I feel like it was reasonably recently, like sometime this year. I don't know. Bunk is upset with me. You'll see Bunk. This guy. I need to put up my schedule because Bunk is going to be on this coming Friday for Crime Corner. Why do Up always have these Baturdays at times? You know I'm going to be busy. I can't believe you would do this to me, Jess. It was not personal. Yeah, it was personal. Yeah, I am doing it to you, Bunk, on purpose. How dare you have plans on a Baturdays? What the hell? Compliments on your thumbnail. Dom designed and put together the thumbnail. Dom looks so distinguished, says Kane, with that black turtleneck, like he's about to tell us the whole history of Superman with with the kid's fake smoking pipe with bubbles and a wine glass filled with juice.
Hey, I have
playing too. That's the whole scenario.
I have drunk apple juice from wine glasses at parties and functions, mainly for the case of I don't drink alcohol.
Okay.
And I like apple juice. People always tease me that like I'm 5 whenever I ask for apple juice, but it tastes good. I do not care. I legitimately do not.
How do you feel about sparkling apple cider? Like
I do like me some sparkling apple cider. That is the closest I will get to anything alcoholic.
Yeah. Have you always been that way? Just you've never been into it?
You know what's crazy? People always are amazed when I tell them this. Like I've never had soda. Never drank Coke, never drank Sprite.
I got a Diet Coke right here.
Mountain Dew. just not my thing.
And no alcohol either?
I am super weirdly picky with my drinks just because I think I might have an drinking disorder. I have no idea.
I think it sounds healthy. You don't.
I just like drinking juice. Like juice and milk are my ways to go.
I think that sounds incredibly wholesome and incredibly healthy. So I applaud you. I can assure you, by the time I was your age, I had already had 75 hangovers that were full. So good for you. You'll never know that pain. I do not wish that pain. Well, I don't wish that pain on anyone here in the audience. I can tell you that.
For sure. I'm actually more so surprised that I haven't like I guess delved into that yet. I remember when I was offered my first drink at 18, I was just like, I legitimately do not know if I'm going to survive the night, even if I drink a sip. I guess if I was 18 and rejected it then, it's been a lot easier rejecting it like every single year since. I remember when I turned 21, there were 8 of my friends on that day asking if I wanted to, go out and drink for the first time to celebrate me turning 21, and I was like, hey, you know what? You guys can buy me a Lego set. I don't need the alcohol. I legitimately told them that.
And did they buy you one?
One of them did buy me a Lego set.
Yeah, if you think about it, you put all the cost of like 8 friends buying you drinks all night. That is a Lego set.
Yeah, it's a Lego set. And hey, I mean, someone wants to pay like 30 or 40 for my tab. Like, give me the 30, 40. I'll spend it on other things. I'll happily spend it on different stuff.
When you're 21, dude, that would have been more like $100 tab. If it was like my 21st, Lego lasts, unlike the cocktails. So that's a smart choice.
I just love building Legos. I remember like being a kid, getting because I was super into Bionicle. Like that's what my dad and uncle bought a lot of as sets. Just got into it. Got Lego Mars Mission. I still have like my SpongeBob Krusty Krab from when I was a kid. So
that's cool.
So it's like a lot of them got unfortunately like mixed in with the deets because when my brother, he was like a baby. I also like playing with my Lego sets. He grew up to love Legos too, but no, I don't know. It's just something I thought of. It's like maybe, I don't know. Imagine that $800 and you guys can happily put it into something else that isn't alcohol that'll last a lot longer.
Yeah.
Probably just my way of being efficient, but it is what it is.
I think it's admirable, very admirable, that you're doing that. That's great. I hats off to you. I've been 16 years without it, but
Mm,
I was, yeah, I definitely had an issue, but you'll never have that issue because you won't drink. I think that's admirable. Really good job. And Ryan, my not nephew Bragg says, hi, all, really digging the thumbnail.
really appreciate that, Ryan.
Dom sent that to me a couple weeks ago. It was so awesome. Smotherly Lion, any chance you might post your Spotify playlists? I think I wouldn't be the only one to enjoy it. Is that me? Me and Dom? Just Dom? Dom, do you have a Spotify
I do have
playlist?
Spotify. I do have playlists for broken hearts. So if you guys want it,
For broken hearts.
for broken hearts, I also have one playlist that's exclusively Filipino songs for heartbreak.
Oh, wow. That's a whole genre of music I didn't know existed.
It is, yeah. Like Filipinos, man. Like a lot of peeps, including me, I guess you could say, because I play piano. Like we're all musical. We all like, at the very least, jamming out to what like karaoke. Karaoke and drinking are two very important functions at Filipino parties. Along with the whole foods and buffets and all that other stuff.
And ube.
And ube.
I thought you were going to say all Filipinos have heartbreak because you said you have a heartbreak playlist.
We do like being emotional. At least me and the other Filipinos that I know, anyways. I like being emotional.
Yeah.
Definitely I'm the type of person to wear my heart on the sleeve. It is what, like, I know not everyone's like that, but it is for me.
I'm like that too, so I get it. Yeah, I still remember the girl that broke my heart. She didn't just break in college. She didn't just break my heart. She froze it, threw it on the ground, and then smashed it with a hammer. Then this was my sophomore year, and she was a senior, so she graduated. That was 1979. Then 10 years later, I was with my wife in our first house, and she was from Hawaii, and she called me. It was midnight. It was 6:00 her time, and she wanted to meet for a drink. And I was like, okay. I still don't know why I didn't ask her why she broke up with me, because I don't know. Maybe it's because I was living with another woman and it shouldn't have mattered. But I've always wondered. That was the one big heartbreak I had. Okay, how did I get onto that? Oh yeah, Filipino heartbreak, Spotify
playlist.
Smothering Lion. I have many. I have a ton of playlists. I mean, I could make a video saying, "Here are my playlists." I can't play them, but I have post-rock, I have punk, several different punk ones. I'm now making a lot of shoegaze ones. I'm heavily into shoegaze right now again. I don't have any soundtrack or regular rock. Those are probably the three genres that you would get from me. So maybe I'll see your answer in a little bit, but whose do you want? And the only way we could do it is just say, here they are, because we can't play any of the music. But it does remind me that Cycle Cleveland made the greatest kind of mixtape video of, okay, what's her name? Charlie XCX, the song 365. And he's got me in the video, and he splices in a bunch of stuff, and I look like a total idiot, and so great. I'm going to try to figure out how I can put that. It's in, actually, you can go right now into Bowie's turntable in my Discord and see it. It is epic. And I actually like the song 365 by Charlie XCX. Cycle Cleveland, it is his Sistine Chapel. It is unbelievably great. So for other people, I'm going to try and figure out how I could put it in a Dropbox and people could access it. But if you go into Bowie's turntable in my Discord, which James has already posted, I bet, there is Cycle Cleveland's masterpiece. It is amazing. Good evening. I'll be just back from the movies with my daughter, and I'm ready for an evening of Baturdays and Svengoolie. What's Svengoolie got on tonight? This is my video from yesterday. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. Dom has a Meryl today.
That was a Pokemon.
Oh, that's Meryl. Okay. Got it. I would absolutely love to get this Absolute, as I told Jess, it would cost nearly $200 in Canada. I'm so sorry, Chris. This is practically I would say this is omnibus size.
It's omnibus sized.
Yeah, it's
Definitely
as thick as an omnibus. And in my overview, I said that earlier with Jessica, I kind of said I didn't really care for some of Gary Frank's art because his teeth somehow get to me. He draws big teeth, and I cannot lie. Let me see if I can find a picture, a close up. But I rescinded that and said, you know what? Looking at all this art in this giant form is just remarkably awesome. And I took it back. I said, I don't care about his teeth. I think that this is just awesome. And of course, I'm not pulling up any kind of giant toothy look that I really want to. Damn it. But we'll get into showing some of the art in just a sec. Oh gosh, this Brainiac story is so good. But I also want to thank you because Dom, before it got too expensive, I got Blood Hunt Red Band. Cost me $10 on eBay, which is not bad. This was originally priced $7. Mm-hmm. So I have the other ones waiting for me at my LCS. And I also
2 and 3 here.
Awesome. Yeah, those are waiting for me at my LCS. And I also got Wolverine Revenge. I pre-ordered the first issue.
Pre-ordered the Red Band. Awesome.
Now, what about Werewolf by Night? Have you read that? Or
I have not read that yet.
There is a Red Band of that. So I figure I should probably get that because
there's no trade coming out that will have the Red Band.
I better get it. Omnibo. I'm going to be on Omnibo's channel early in the morning.
What?
Yeah, let's see. Is that August 2nd? August 2nd, Friday morning. I am on the Aussieverse. Sorry, the Aussieverse, 7 a.m. my time. Because I think that's like Friday. That's probably Sunday noon his time.
Invite me on Omnibo.
I'll happily talk Omnibo. Dom would be a great guest. And I just, since I'm talking about my schedule, I just talked to junior management because she likes to come over Sundays. I'm shifting everything off of Sunday, except for the last Sunday of the month when you and I and Webhead will be talking collected editions. So make sure, Dom, you put the 28th of July on your calendar. That will be live Webhead collected editions. I put it on your calendar.
I'll put it on my calendar.
No, do it right now. What are you doing? Do you think you're going to remember that? Write it down.
Put it on my calendar. Right, I got a pencil.
Okay, yeah, okay, good. I feel better now. Lars is here. Hello. Hello, Augen Richte Godveld. Snorlax beanbag would be epic. Oh, this is a compliment. Dom has a tank top game as strong as bunk.
Like I said, Elon, the only reason that I am flexing these out is because it's over 100 degrees here in California, and I would like to survive.
It is really hot here too. But I can't pull off a tank top anymore. I pull off Mr. Mixes-Plick.
Mixes-Piddlick.
Mixes-Piddlick. Mixes-Piddlick. 'Cause, 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 ' Oh, two, I might get home after work to be here live. Wait. What? What? Okay. I'm not sure what that was. Hey, Death Rattle's here. Sazmurf's here. The Godfather's taking Kristen's place. That's you. You think you're the Godfather? Are you the Godfather of Kristen's baby? What? Apple juice is great. Way better than wine. Apple juice and cider are great. And I'm also not a fan of alcohol. Good for
Cheers
you.
to both of you.
Nicely done. Apple juice can be good if you have a potassium deficiency, which is something that happens to me from time to time. Look at this. Not only comics knowledge, but we have health news here. CNS agrees. Comics over alcohol. Look at this. Nice. I got a nice.
You can reread them too. You can't re-drink the alcohol you drink.
Right. And you won't get a hangover from reading a book.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jacob is here. Welcome. I compliment your taste in beverages. Thank you, Halo, for saying that. I can afford this hobby because I stopped drinking. Ilan also not drinking. Rami's here. What up, Rami? James knows I gave up drinking pop back in 2014. Water all the way with sometimes apple juice, fruit punch, etc. mixed in. That's what I drink usually. Is that cranberry drink you see is like 2 fingers of cranberry, 50% soda. I'm 50% soda. 50. It's like light cranberry, and then I mix it with seltzer water. That's what I always drink. I wish I could give up soda. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Kane agrees with me. Yes, it is awesome. Halo loved Bionicle when he was a kid. Still have the movies. What? I am not familiar with Bionicle.
Had 4 movies, and I've watched all of them.
And what is Bionicle?
It's, you know, the robot type of Legos. They are, how do I even explain it? You got 6 different of these robot figureheads that come in this these like can type canisters, washed on some ashore, and after that, 6 brand new protectors of the island were born, and they have to fight bad guys. And we had that for.
This is a Filipino thing?
No. Bionicle was one of the largest like Lego things like ever. In the 2000s.
Okay. My brother got me a Spider-Man Lego set the other day. It was 85% off. That's practically free.
That's almost free.
Yeah. Yeah, kudos for sticking to what you want and are comfortable with. Yeah, you were a strong guy, Dom. I was not as strong as you when I was a young man. Also, I like getting, high, so there's that. I don't like it anymore. Dom, who broke your heart? You're in a safe place.
The people at DC's Collected Editions department broke my
heart. Wow, what a great answer.
They've broken my heart multiple times, not just
once. I have like 5 bottles of scotch in my cupboard. I stopped drinking 7 years ago. What do I do with them? I would think that you could just go out into the street and randomly give them away to people. You're in Wales, I know, but it's aged scotch at this point, 7 years old. You could probably give them away. I wouldn't donate it to like a food bank or a children's hospital or something. That's probably not a good idea. You can link your Spotify playlists. Right. There's my Discord, so you can go see Cycle Cleveland's masterpiece. Thank you. Monsters Go Home on Svengoolie tonight. Monsters Go Home. I'm not familiar with that movie. Canada sucks with their inflation. I genuinely prefer the Cycle remix. Right, Elon? It's epic. I am a Charlie XCX fan because of it. Jewish Dragons, what's up? Jewish Dragons, were you the one that had the Starflyer 59 CDs you might send me? Let me know about that. Because they're like, I can't afford them. Dom of X, Blood Hunt, Red Band Edition #1. Is it worth buying? Side by side, panel by panel. In my description below, right now, you can see the link for Dom of X's YouTube channel.
I did hit 300 subscribers earlier this morning, so.
Oh, let's get the confetti going. Woo! Nice. Nicely done.
Next goal is, thank you. Next goal is 400, and hope to get to 500 by Q3. I think it's attainable.
Q3. When is that? The end of September?
Yeah, end of September.
Okay, that's a good goal. Picked up issue Image 1, and it kind of did nothing for me. I mainly got it for the lovely Magic cover. Is that the Magic cover that that I showed in the Discord, where it's the John Tyler Christopher negative variant?
That is the one.
Ooh, that's a boss one. I will not be reading that until 5 years from now, because once I'm done with Krakoa, I'm done with X-Men. Catching up on everything else. Once this era is collected in omnibus format, then I will read it. Peace and love. How do you know they won't have a Red Band collected edition? Dom?
We talked about this the last time, but the Marvel president said that the point of the Red Band editions were to get people into comic shops and buying it, which is why they don't have it available in digital format. Like if you open the book up, unwrap it, try to get the thing digitally, it gives you the code for the regular edition, not the Red Band. And yeah, Dan Buckley said it was essentially a ploy, not a ploy, but the reason for why they're not pushing it out in other different formats.
I think it's great to get people in comic shops with this idea. I love that idea. That's really good. I'm looking forward to reading it. Omnibo, Dom, you're more than welcome to join.
Send me a message on where can people send me a message?
He can. Omnibo and I talk on Facebook.
Oh,
on Facebook Messenger. Dom, I saw your review on Batman and Robin Omni. Amazing.
I'm actually, you know what? If off record, I wish that I looked at the binding a little bit better because it is so not glued. But I had fun talking about it though.
Oh, okay. I believe. Oh, hang on a sec. I forgot to talk about Organic Price Books because they are sending me that book to overview. I just got a big shipping notice. They're sending me a huge chunk of books, and I appreciate that. Use my code Omnidog for $2 off. 5% shelf shipping for 4 or more books together. Omnidog sit. And then we will go to oh, okay, wait. Chris was talking about next week's show with Alon at 2. Love to have you in the chat, Chris. Gilbert Gottfried's Ghost. Mix Yiz Pitlick. I can just hear Gilbert Gottfried saying that. Just don't you have a show with Larry on the last Sunday to go over your next read book? We're moving that. I'm also moving the Jess Read Superman show to a Saturday. Because I have a lot of slots to fill now because Kristen's taking the summer off. And once that baby's born, she's going to be taking like the next 2 years off. So Larry and I are going to move to a Saturday. Jess and I are going to move to a Saturday. And the only Sunday show I will have will be the last Sunday of the month. If anybody out there has a suggestion, I'd like to read another book like Twig, like a feel-good book that maybe people already have in their collections. I would say Canto, but that's like a 4-volume. It's not expensive. They're 4 trades or 4 hardcovers as they're coming out, but I don't know that everybody has Canto in their collection. So I'm accepting recommendations right now for the Omnidog Book Club. Something similar to Twig and it can't be Bone because that's 9 billion pages, but something a little light and uplifting. Drinking water is great. Watching this while reading Doc Alpha Volume 1 Omnibus. Nice. Oh, Comic Slayer's in here. Putting the rumors to rest. We do not have a godfather for our baby. Just an internet grandpa Omnidog. Yeah, boy. I'm going to be showering that kids with gifts. Spoiling that kid like a grandpa should. There's controversy in the chat. Elon thinks he's the godfather. Turns out you can't call dibs on a baby, you weirdo, Elon. Stop drinking after the third time. It was 19 years ago. Nicely done, Rami. Very nice. Congratulations. Munsters are always a must-watch. It's pretty hot and humid here. I really hate summer. Literally, the only good thing about summer is getting to wear summer dresses. I am not going to guess whether you are male or female, because either way, if you like to wear summer dresses, fine with me. Peace and love. I accept everybody. Kane does like the occasional glass of wine. I have blueberry wine in the fridge that I need to finish. When I do have alcohol, I'm home and staying home. I wish they'd just commit to making more darker, mature comics again instead of these red band variants. Okay. Should I get some cat ears for the show? Yeah. I want you wearing cat ears next Saturday. You better believe it. Now, I've heard good things about Blood Hunt. Max says that and Max reads a lot of Marvel every week. He's really enjoying Blood Hunt. Meryl, that's my favorite Pokemon.
She is incredibly cute.
Chris says, I watched the show with Crushing Crisis today, and I'm considering looking into my heritage to find where I could get citizenship. Yeah. Phenomenal AC. I appreciate your message, but I'm not going to highlight it because I'd like to stay away from that and just keep everything comics related and grape juice and apple juice related. Tom of X. So it's really sewn binding, not glued. Do you still have your copy? Oh, he sure does. Can you please show us a close-up of the eye? You know, I might have forgotten to do that yesterday. I did forget to do that, show the binding. That's on me. Oh, that's Batman and Robin?
Yeah, Batman. Yeah, because I did the overview for Batman and Robin.
Okay, let me highlight you.
Come on, camera. Focus on me. I guess it's not focusing.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, you're fine right there. So is the sewn bindings good, right?
Because from here, yeah, it is. So yeah, there's glue and there's it's sewn binding.
Do you want to open it up and we can see the eye hole?
I'm trying my best to not kill the book.
Can you do it from the middle? Oh, okay. We can see the eye hole there. Yeah.
So that is what the book looks like.
I'm a little disappointed now that I forgot to do this myself, but for this book, but I can assure you the binding's awesome. On the Absolute that we're going to be talking about, Absolute Superman.
I can relate to that.
But Jeff John.
I guess this is just part of the growing pains with learning how to overview. I will get better, guys. I do promise that.
Oh yeah, you'll find your spot. Omnibo says, Dom, you should be able to find me as Omnibo or Bo Roth on Facebook. Same profile.
I just got it from James just sent it to me via Discord.
He sent you Omnibo's address on Facebook?
Yeah, he did. He just did.
Yeah, Dom's under his real name on Facebook, not Dom of X. Omnidog, there is in fact a scene in the Superman Adventures where Mixie yells that at Superman to correct his pronunciation. Oh, I need to see that. I do. I think I do have the Blu-ray of Superman Adventures. Bunk says, I'm sorry I couldn't make this live. Has the wrestling talk started yet? That's what I don't That's what I don't do to Omnidog streams for. Bunk, is Bunk drunk? I'm not, like, half your statements aren't making sense to me. What are you doing? Oh, Prime's here. Welcome. Love hanging out and listening. Okay, peace and love. I'm glad you get to wear sundresses, Halo. And I always welcome women to the chat because we need more women in the hobby and on my show. Amulet for book club.
That's a good pick, James.
Oh, here's another one. Jonna and the Impossible Monsters. I have that book. That's a good suggestion. Ooh, good job, Aku. Now, Amulet. Who puts out Amulet?
That is it's a kid's book, but it's a big long graphic novel series by Scholastic, I believe is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a big seller in my comic shop when I worked there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the Red Band weren't going to be on
digital, unfortunately.
Are you not getting Red Band in the Land of Oz? Maybe. Oh God, you know what? I'd buy the issues for you, but I think it cost me $100 to send them to Australia. I've been reading as much Rogue and Gambit content as I can in Marvel Unlimited. Issue 30 of X-Men Gold got me emotional every time for reals.
It's time to get into Mr. and Mrs. X after that, Chris.
Yeah. That is a great Kelly Thompson series. One of like 6 that got canceled early because Marvel doesn't know what to do with her. That's where my heartbreak is. Kelly Thompson needs every one of her books to be an omnibus length.
I agree.
Tyler Smith is here. Welcome. You got to open it up so we can see how the signatures are fastened to the ribbon. That's the eye. Yeah. Okay. We showed that. I'm tempted to switch my profile pic to Rogue and Gambit since I recently changed my Discord profile to all Rogue and Gambit. Do it right now. Do it right now. Yeah, I want to see this differently by the next time I hit up on your message. Halo agrees. James for the win. What a professional stalker. I'm only asking because my deluxe OHC of Moonshine came with crap glue that fell apart. Oh, right out of the shrink lap. I really like that creative team. I haven't finished.
Unfortunate. Sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, I still have my trades. I've only read through book 3, but I really like that book a lot. It is really good. Matt D, welcome back. It's been a while since I've been able to catch a live stream, Jess. I usually rewatch your shows. Hope you're doing well. Dom's doing a great job with his reviews.
Appreciate the kind words, Matt.
Peace and love. Hey, there's Hondo. I just talked to Hondo and Maniac Matt yesterday. That was great. No, we're getting them in Oz. I just read it on Marvel Unlimited is all, but thanks, Jess. You're a gentleman. Okay. There's a Winnie the Pooh graphic novel adaptation that came out recently that might be good for book club. My Irredeemable Boom Studios omnibus. Yeah, I've heard that those ones have a problem. That's tragic because that is my.
I think that goes for like every single book at Boom, though. I've read the Kyle Higgins' Power Rangers deluxe editions. I read year 1 and year 2 in deluxe format, and the binding was just super weird on all of them, where they've like tugged back and forth as I was pushing through along with them. So I think it's just a thing on their part.
They got picked up. They got bought out by PRH. Maybe there'll be a little more quality control.
Who knows? All I do know is that it's going to be a lot easier to track them on comic releases if they ever do make the switch to Penguin as their distributor.
That's right. Oh, I guess I should put comic releases in the description box too, because of course Dom's the other half of that team that puts it together every single second. So, here it is. Thank you, James. Comic releases Patreon. Thank you. I'm still going to have Wade sign it at Terrificon. Wade is such a great guy. I love that guy. So I am tempted to open up Blood Hunt and show the gore so everybody can get hyped. But first, you really wanted to talk about this book. And you forced my hand. The little surprise at the end just fell out. Is it the same for everybody, you think, the little surprise?
I have no idea. That's why I asked in the video that I did for the overview on Near Mint Condition if anyone got anything differently.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Dom and tell him what I got. Let me put up spoilers because if you're gonna buy this, you don't want to have wait, don't I have a spoiler? I don't have a spoiler. Let's see. I'll use something different for spoiler. Here. There it is. This is the spoiler. I got Polar Boy.
I did too.
Okay, so it's the same for everything. So we might as well show it. I didn't show it in my... Did you show it in your overview?
I did. And I posed the question. I was like, did anyone else who got this absolute get something different in theirs? Maybe they showcase a different member of the Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
That would have been super cool, honestly.
Yeah. So, have you read these stories before?
I have read every single story in them. I had the standard hardcovers. For all of them, I was able to get like a bundle off eBay for like $40 for the whole set. So I read Legion of Superheroes, Last Sun, Escape from Bizarre World, and Brainiac all in one, just because they were all there. Yeah, I found out like John's wrote Superman. I was like, might as well try it out since I liked most of everything else that I read of his.
And do you have a favorite story? Because let's say there are 3 stories in here. Superman and the Legion of Superheroes, Brainiac, and Secret Origin. I am going to just say right now that Secret Origin is one of my favorite books, probably in my top 30. I love all the origin books for Superman for some reason.
Except for Superman Year One.
I never read that, so peace and love to people that read that, but I was just not a fan of. I knew I would not be a fan of that. Okay, maybe here's a picture of his teeth. He shows his teeth a lot, but that's his style, and so I'm rolling with it, man. You get an absolute because you love the art. And Gary Frank is a beloved artist. I draw the line. I know people love to buy absolutes for the art, but I draw the line at I got to have a great story too. Great art and great stories. So that's what all mine are. So I said, okay. I said what the 3 stories were. Do you have a favorite, a particular favorite of the 3?
I do. I think if you would have asked me 3 years ago, the answer would be Superman Brainiac. But upon reading all of this, I really love Superman and the Legion of Superheroes. I think that is probably my favorite of the bunch.
It's such a great concept. The whole thing is really amazing. The whole idea that they have to pull him into the future because superheroes have been outlawed and they need Superman to help him. And we get a lot of great shots. Let me highlight myself. I'll highlight myself. Why don't you talk about what I show since you like Legion of Superheroes so much? while I show it off, you can talk about Legion of Superheroes.
Absolutely. Superman and the Legion of Superheroes is fantastic commentary, I think, on just the overall themes of acceptance and being able to accept literally every single person that comes in. Like, you have Superman, who is this alien from a whole other different universe, different planet in the DC universe, and we're all of a sudden transported to this future of we can't have weirdo aliens like this running around and protecting different people. Um, like literally the opening shot of we don't have no idea what's going on, and instead of like the Kents possibly helping out this young alien that crash landed on the planet, it's the opposite, and you just get to see the differences between philosophies from both the dictator and all the different people who took over, and the Legion of Superheroes and what they stand for. And for literally the whole 5-6 issues, you just get this notion of, well, there's no breaks either. There's so many twists and turns that I never saw coming, including the stuff with Brainiac 5, and some of the other rest of the Legion of Superheroes, and obviously Superman trying to figure out how to help them under no solar powers. Like, the sun's out, he can't levitate, or he can't fly out, shoot. Like, he actually has to go fight for something on his own. And so you get this whole entire story of he's learning how to fight against a world that won't accept people. It's fantastic commentary on xenophobia, honestly. And in the year 2024, and having reread this, it hits a lot harder than it did when I first. So it's really good stuff.
That's really well said. Yeah. About acceptance and kind of the othering of people. So then we move on. Okay. Now I will say Jeff Johns draws Cat Grant really hot.
Gary Frank does draw her.
I mean, I don't know.
That's one of the main things I remember from Brainiac from those years ago.
I don't know that that's standard attire in offices these days, but this was even that was a bit much. Even though
I'm thinking now, like, there's a possibility James Gunn could adapt that scene somehow in the new Brainiac, because Cat's in that movie.
Do you know who's? Oh, I wouldn't know who's cast as her. I don't know any young actresses or actors. Is Steve Lombard in it? He's such a doofer.
Steve in it, yeah.
Oh my God.
I love the way that Johns does write the Daily Planet, though. Like, it does feel like a completely lively office that you would want to be a part of, from Ron Troop to Jimmy Olsen trying to get in photos and Perry blasting everyone to heck. It's that page spread is all. I love it when Frank draws Clark getting out of his regular attire into Superman, and you're just sort of highlighted with, oh my goodness, like he's actually like going out to turn into the Man of Steel.
Yeah, and he's always drawn Christopher Reeve as Superman. She looks like Lois looks like Margot Kidder there, but not necessarily anywhere else.
Right, not too much in the book, no.
Yeah, but it is a lot of I mean, yeah, he obviously does it as an homage to Christopher Reeve. And it looks like we're getting into the Brainiac series here, which is I described this in my overview as a completely different Brainiac. Well, Brainiac's introduced in the Silver Age Superman #1 that I have, and he's just sort of a goofy collector with a monkey, and his appearance in the book is completely different than his appearance on the cover. But he really, Jeff Johns makes him...
He's completely menacing in that book.
He's really malevolent. I mean, yeah, he is a true threat to everything.
And that's actually one thing that I applaud Johns for, at least in most of his comics, is he makes the villains in pretty much every single arc that like they stand out in. He always manages to make them not only like bigger level threats or threats that like you actually need to take note of. He does a great job with characterizing them, fleshing them out, and giving them more of a motivation than just I want to destroy the entire world and it's over. Like there's no spot in Brainiac where I didn't feel like you literally thought like this guy could legitimately take Metropolis, put it into his showcase of all the worlds that he collects because the only thing that guy wants is greater knowledge of the universe. And it's a wrecking ball. Like Superman and Supergirl also have to like they literally have to go through the ringer to make sure that Metropolis and the rest of the world would be safe. And I think literally like every single Superman adaptation or every single adaptation of Brainiac just in general for in every single media sense, like it's been taken directly from this arc of Action Comics. And that's something that I know that I could be super thankful for. Like the Brainiac isn't just like another one note off villain who looks weird because he's a green alien that like no, like he is legitimately someone that you have to stop or else the world will end.
Yeah, really well said. And it's definitely and here's another thing that I like is that you get little ink pre-inked things. Is this no, those are inked, just not colored. And then the script page, those are sprinkled throughout the book, which is really cool. I like that they're not all at the back.
That's one of my favorite things about this omnibus. Or not this omnibus, this absolute, and like why I feel like it's a lot more, I guess if you want to call it complete or overall, just like you get the bigger and fleshed out experience. I think if you're paying top dollar for these types of books, you should be able to get as much as you can out of that with your money. And the fact that they put in a lot of these script pages in between issues with uncolored Gary Frank art and John Sabal inks if he's the one inking it, like it makes up for a well done experience. Like you're going in and thinking, I am getting the most out of my money with this absolute.
Yeah. This, even though it's an expensive book, I agree with you 100%. It is worth it.
Yeah, there's no point in the absolute where I felt like time was being wasted. Like every single page is filled up with something, whether you are actually reading the story or whether you're being placed into it. I like that Supergirl's in it too, honestly, just for the fact of like both of these characters have had their home world annihilated, destroyed, taken away from them, with a character being like by Brainiac being placed into the meat and middle of it, directly affecting the both of them because he's had a history with people that Kal-El and Kara Zor-El knew. So
Right.
kudos to Johns for putting that in. Like I thought that was great.
Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, is that who Michaela Hoover will be playing Cat Grant? Okay, just a sec. Siri, show me Michaela Hoover. Okay. Do. Oh, she's Lois Lane or Supergirl? Wait, who's she? Cat Grant. Okay. Oh, yeah. She can be Cat Grant. She looks like she can be Cat Grant. Okay. Oh, she's got a lot of stuff behind her. She's must be a well-known actress.
Except she was in the Suicide Squad. So she has some she was in not the first Suicide Squad, but with James Gunn.
Okay, so the good one.
Yeah, the good.
What did she play in the good one?
Who did she play as?
The Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, Camilla. Okay, no, I know what Margot Kitty looks like. Show me what her scene was. Margot yelling. Camilla, where are you? IMDb, you suck. Viola Davis, John Ostrander. That's cool. Nathan Phillips. This movie was so good. I loved this movie. Michaela, where are you? You're not top cast in this? Suicide Squad. Okay, frick it. Okay, anyway, Michaela Hoover is going to be Cat Grant. Good for her. Looking forward to seeing it. Pity Ma sneaking in during work on a Saturday. Pity Ma. I'm sorry, or else that's your schedule. That's cool. I'm glad you're sneaking this in. Tolga's here. What up, Tolga? Welcome. Jaggernaut talking to
Paul, man. Good to see you as always.
Nice. My other friend from the Great White North, True Graphic. How are you doing, True Graphic? Are you done with Justice League Dark Rebirth yet? I haven't started. But where are you in that book?
Next Baturdays in the BatCave. We got to do it. We got to do it, Jess. We got to talk about JLD on the next time.
Okay. All right. Do you have that?
I have it.
Oh, you have it right within reach. Have you read it already?
I am almost done with the ROM V stuff, and I will be finished.
Okay. There's a good there's good incentive for me to do it because it'll be another show. That's great.
Yes, sir.
I need content. Omni Nation, my buddy. We need Jeff John's entire Superman run in an omnibus format. Hey, Jess and Dom.
Hello, and I agree with you.
Who likes the shoe? Shoe? Oh. Who likes this show? More love, please. Oh, yes. Thank you, Tolga. Can you please hit the like button? Smash that like button, as they say. Eric Skywalker. Would you? Oh, I love your profile pic. Nice. Would you guys recommend this as a good starting point for Superman?
Oh yeah, I 100% think it is. You get an origin story in the end, so just in case if you don't know who the heck is Superman or what he's about, we literally have an origin story where you can start off there in the Backward Secret Origin. On top of that, you get introduced to, in Superman Brainiac, you get introduced to a lot of his supporting characters, the main ones being the Daily Planet, which is where Clark Kent works, and you figure out, oh, like this is who he's friends with, and this is who he's rivals with, or whatever you want to call it in that office. And Legion of Superheroes, that was my first Legion book. If you don't count the Final Crisis tie-in that Johns did. So I would, I would 100% say like all of this is new reader friendly.
I wonder if you're a new reader, if it would be better to read it backwards. Secret Origins first, then Brainiac, then Legion.
That's not a bad idea either.
Yeah. So yeah, Eric, this is a great book to start with. Just read it backwards. We're going to talk about Secret Origin in a sec. And this is not a knock on the mapping. I think the mapping's fine. But if you're new and need a good starting point, yeah, I would start with Secret Origin. That's one of my faves. And all three of these stories are my faves. These are really good Superman stories. She's doing great. And yes, I am done with JLD Rebirth. It was frigging awesome. Yeah. That away, True Graphic. That away. Oh, come on. What's wrong with you? There we go. That away, True Graphic. Nicely done. Unrelated, but my friend who told me to watch X-Men 97 just messaged me, why'd they make this old man so hot? Followed by a picture of shirtless men.
Everyone is hot in that show. as everyone should be. Even Charles Xavier looked pretty good for like a 90-something-year-old, man. Like, that's insane.
Juggernaut can't get interested in Superman. He's too powerful and can do anything. No weaknesses. This is a good book to change my mind.
It is a good book to change your mind. First arc, you literally have Clark Kent depowered because of not being able to use his powers. Figure it out with the rest of that. Superman Brainiac, he has to fight a person that can literally go toe to toe with him and with Kara, along with stuff from the past that he's trying to juggle and deal with. Along with that, and Superman's Secret Origin is an origin story. So I think you will definitely love the content in this book if you ever pick it up.
I agree. And I am also done reading Department of Truth, yet another Tiny Onion classic. Good.
My friend edits that book, Jess. Steve Fox edits that book. I'm friends with him.
You are dropping names. Okay, wait. I have a sound effect for dropping names. There's a name drop. I've heard good things about Steve Fox, that he's a good writer. He's writing. What is he writing right now?
He's going to be writing the Ben Reilly series that is launching out of the Web of Spider-Man one shot, because they're sort of rejuggling the whole Spider-Man office to get set for Zeb Wells leaving and Joe Kelly coming in. But he did recently write Dark X-Men, which you'll eventually get to in your Krakoa reading order, which is a team led by Madeline Pryor. Nonetheless, I think you would like it a lot.
Sweet. Yeah, I had heard that he had written some Krakoa stuff. Chris, I did make a comment about the deluxe version of Secret Origin, but I think you missed it. Sorry. The way to get around that is to do exactly what Chris did and just repeat it. In short, it's one of my favorite Superman stories ever. Nice. Halo, just read Universal Monsters. Oh, Dracula. I have that book. Last night, my first time reading something by Tiny Onion. It was so good. I am at the point now where I have not read anything less than A+ material from Tiny Onion in everything I've read from him. Everything. And I've read a lot. I think that he just doesn't miss. He hasn't missed for me ever. But I do have that book, and I need to read that, Halo. Thank you for bringing that up. I wonder if that would be a good book for the book club. Universal Monsters Dracula. Everybody loves Dracula. And Tiny Onion. Tiny Onion and Dracula. And it's a nice hardcover. Oh, yeah. No, you already changed your profile pic. Sorry, I didn't notice it. Yeah, Gambit and Rogue. Beautiful, Chris. Nicely done. James has read it. Universal Monsters Dracula was great. Maybe that should be the book club book. I know that Larry would dig it. We will start talking about Secret Origin in just a sec. Here's a question for us from Gary. Speaking of Superman, are you guys getting the Superman the Triangle Era Omnibus 1?
I think I will, because I want to do an overview of it for my channel, and maybe Omar's. We'll have to see about that, though.
I will definitely be getting that, and I will be getting Omnis 1 through 10. I want the entire Triangle Era. I want it all. So the answer is yeah, baby. I'm definitely going to get it. Man, I hate getting cut off from Great Saturday. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take your word for it. What? That's a Filipino word? Pare?
Para just means friend.
Friend. Pare. Is Jag Filipino?
Yeah. We had this, I think we had when I was first on your channel, we talked about that a bit with him.
Oh, okay. All right. Filipinos unite over ube ice cream. Mink, welcome. I know that Richard Donner was the reason why Last Son of Krypton wasn't included, but how do you two feel about that book?
I think that book wasn't included because Andy Kubert, not Andy, Adam Kubert drew that drew that arc of Action Comics. It's the same reason why they didn't include Escape from Bizarro World either, because Eric Powell drew it, not Gary Frank. Because there is a Richard Donner co-written Action Comics 900 short story in here. They included that because it was drawn by Gary. I did love Last Son of Krypton though. I do like the idea of oh man, we gotta have an adopted kid with Clark. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, I liked it too. After we talk about Secret Origin, we can talk about some of the back matter too, which is Boss. Just say, oh, there's Luther. he's so great in Secret Origin. Oh, and there's
Gary Frank drawing Lex Luthor. Like in Doomsday Clock, I loved Gary Frank drawing Lex Luthor there. I loved it. Him drawing in here something with that evil man, or the way that he draws him, man. It's super awesome.
While we're on it, let's get on to Secret Origin. Come on, Secret Origin, where are you? Right here. Oh God, Secret Origin is so good. He's such an outsider. What the hell? Oh, that's Brainiac. Okay, I went too far. Okay. You ready to talk Secret Origin, my guy?
Yes, sir.
This is one of our favorites and also in the chat. So here's the beginning of Secret Origin, which is I have the deluxe of it too that I'm going to give Jessica. Take it away, Dom.
Yeah, man. So in 2007, Infinite Crisis, the event that rocked the entire DC universe, came out. And with that, a lot of people were questioning what was in continuity and what wasn't, because it had been such a long time since John Byrne's Man of Steel and everything else that came out after it, post Crisis on Infinite Earths. Kurt Busiek even said in an interview on CBR, this is the death of continuity. We have no idea what to do. So what Dan Didio and a couple of other folks at DC did was they asked Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, who are crushing it on Action Comics, could you guys do a Superman origin book so that we can stream mainline continuity and mold it into this? So that's eventually what this book became. Secret Origin eventually became the vehicle for Jeff Johns to not only rewrite portions of Superman's origin story, but to set in stone, at least at that point in time, this is what Clark Kent's origins were, as coming over from Krypton to Smallville. You get fantastic interactions between him, young Lex Luthor, and his first introductions with Lois Lane, the rest of the Daily Planet, Metallo, who I thought was also well done in this book.
Oh yeah,
and also some of Lois Lane's, her father, and other people in the. It's crazy. Like, you get introduced to so many characters, but you do get the amazing Gary Frank splash pages, at least towards the rest of, towards the second half of the book, I will say. I'm still astonished by what's shown in the slipcase, which is one of the panels from Secret Origin. But yeah, you get to see like does it look good on me, Mom? Is the costume too tight? You get the stuff with the Legion of Superheroes and how they're sort of reintroducing themselves as if like it's and hey, like if you start off with this too, you get to see, oh, like this is why I'm friends with these types of folks, why I don't like Lex, why I fight for the things and the way of what Superman does. This is awesome. And yeah, Clark just being a weirdo. It's super cool stuff.
Here's where he meets the Legion of Superheroes. Whoop, wait a sec. Here it is. This is cool.
Saturn Girl. It's good stuff, man.
Cosmic Boy. Lightning Lad. No Pharaoh Lad. That's a ripoff.
Surprise Brainiac 5 wasn't. There it is. There is Mr. Brainiac 5. I love the way that Johns integrates the Legion of Superheroes into this, because I think he understands like why they're so integral to Clark Kent's being as a whole, and also why they're just so tight. It brings me back to the days when Johns was on Teen Titans, because he also pushed this Legion of Superheroes in along with Connor Kent, Con-El, and had that nice 2-issue Superman arc. It's awesome. I just can't, I don't know. I can't stop talking about how great the integration is.
And this is a kind of a famous scene. This is when Clark's first in Metropolis and he's looking up at the tall buildings, bumps into a woman, and she can tell he's not from Metropolis, gets mad at him because he was looking up and says, "No one looks up here in Metropolis, you clumsy oaf," and gets mad at him. And then the end of the story, I'll try to get there, but the end of the story, the exact opposite happens because of how Superman's always in the sky there. Let's see if I can find a good pic of Lex.
Gary Frank might be my second favorite Lex Luthor artist ever.
And whom would be your first?
Frank Quietly, for the stuff he did in All-Star Superman.
Yeah, that was so great. And I loved how he drew Clark as the clumsy oaf farm boy. It made him much more believable as an alter ego.
Mm-hmm.
That he was just such a clumsy, big, too big for his clothes oaf. Let's see. Where is Luthor here? Oh, and here's the homage from Superman the movie.
Dun, 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 dun,
there it is. Yeah. And here's Lex, who gives away something every day to people. And that will play out later in the book, which is great. Oh, and here's a whole thing of Lex. So yeah, it's Secret Origin is just really amazing. Let me flip to the last part. Lex gets broken there. And here's the part where somebody bumps into some woman because he was looking up, and she says, and she's all nice about it. Everyone in Metropolis looks up in the sky. Sometimes we see him, sometimes we don't, but we always know he's around. And
those panels are also so good too. Like the weight and the emotion conveyed to them, and also the difference between all of the people like in those panels, whether it's shock, whether it's apathy, anger, or just plain like astonishment at what's happening. It's like, we got a good guy on our side now.
Look at the glowering Lex right there. He's so pissed.
He's jealous.
Oh yeah.
That's a man who reeks of evil.
Yeah, and now and here's the cover gallery, which is just a bunch.
They put every single one of Gary Frank's covers in there, not just for the main covers for the regular series. They put second printings in there. They put variant covers in there. He did a set line of covers for Action Comics for Rebirth, and they put every single one of those in there. What it made me realize was he is an Image exclusive now. He and Jeff Johns are doing cool stuff over there yonder because they're over at Image now. And I just realized I might never see a Gary Frank drawn Superman again.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't say never. If they back up a tank full of money at those guys, I love this cover. This is one of
That
my
is a
favorite
fantastic
covers.
cover. It's the cover too to the standard hardcover.
Yeah. So I mean, there is it's this much covers. Do 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 do. So you can't say they shortchanged you on covers. What comes after covers? Oh
They
my God.
they did their
Oh,
work on the restoration of some of those too.
Here's Mrs. Piglet.
There
Hey,
it
dude.
is. From the Superman Reborn crossover.
Right.
In
Oh,
Rebirth.
that's right. Oh, and here's the whole image. Look at that.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The one on the right's one of my favorite covers of Superman.
Okay. And so I'm still not done with covers. Now we get to character design. Whoops, and then we have, this looks like pencils here with inks by John Sabal. Oh, this is what's cool. I showed this in my overview. Here's the pencils. And then here's the inks. I love that.
I love it too.
Oh, did they do the next thing color? No, but I love that they did that. And so then there's a bunch of pencils. Holy smoke, there's so many pencils. It's amazing. Pencils, 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 and then script, which I generally am. I don't have a good enough imagination to translate script in. God, this book's heavy. I'm at the end and I'm like dying here. So yeah, then comes script. Oh, and then comes the little secret that everybody gets. Are you ready? Because I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to show it. I'm going to put up the spoiler banner.
Cancel.
Okay, there's the spoiler. Don't look if you don't want it spoiled. What is in the back that drops right out? It's a Legion of Superhero card with Polar Boy, whose fingers were super frozen because his handwriting is terrible. Look at that. Chicken scratch. And then it's got his bio on the back, which is really cool.
It is really cool.
Okay, we can take the spoiler off. You just materialize. What book are we looking at? We're looking at thumbnail and what we. Yeah, what do you mean, Spooey? You know what we're talking about. Absolute Superman by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, buddy. Here's Hondo. Hey, Jess, my LCS has a fat stack of those oversized Neil Adams Batman reprints you reckoned to me yesterday. Just a sec. Let me get that because I'm going to make, now that I know it's still in print, I am going to make a overview of these and tell people to go get them. Thank you, Hondo, for saying that, because this is the Ra's al Ghul origin. And all the Neil Adams and art, there's a Herb Novick and Dick Giordano story wedged in there, which is fine. It's still Denny O'Neil writing, but the important thing is all original colors, all original inks. And this is much better than the Tales of the Demon book that I have, the small trade. So these are just $14.99. These are reproductions of what came out 40 years ago, or maybe 45 years ago. So thank you, Hondo. That's good to know because this gives me something to do as an overview. This is something people need to go out and get, so you get the real art and can see how comics were changed by this story. It's kind of funny how young Clark vaguely looks like Tom Welling, too. Dom, I'm getting some Clark Kent vibes. Can you remove the glasses?
You know what? It's funny because when I first got these glasses 2 years ago, people were commenting, "You are Superman." So I took it off. I'm like,
yeah.
this is what I look like when I play basketball because I used to have goggles and I found out that the goggles were super much messing with my peripheral vision, which made me play a lot poorly than I would like. So I wear contacts. I'm not wearing contacts right now, obviously, but this is what I look like without glasses.
A
So, yeah.
handsome young man. Still a handsome young man. Now you're Clark. Tinian's Dracula rocks. J.O.T. White Wolf, welcome from down under. I have volume 3 of Wind by Tiny Onion to get to, which I'm excited about. Think I'll reread the first 2 because they rock. Right. I have 3 and I haven't read it yet. And the first 2 are so good. You're 100% right. Hearing that there may be a Scott Snyder Justice League Omni on the rise. I'm excited about more Rebirth Omnis coming. I want more. Yeah, apparently he just wrote the introduction for it. I'm going to keep my deluxes, but you need to read that. I need to be doing a whole metal through death metal overview review type thing.
And bring me on for a Baturdays so I can talk about it.
Okay, I'll do
free content.
Like on on Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, the week before we do that, I'll put out my reading order and overview and review and stuff, and then we'll talk about it on Baturdays. Great.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka indeed.
I think the one thing with the Snyder Justice League Omni to see, I think if people are seeing if it's going to be in there or not. Justice, No Justice issues 1 through 4, and then the Aquaman. I have no idea if it's properly collected, but the Aquaman Drowned Earth crossover mini event. I'm wondering if that's going to be in there too.
If it's going to be in the Omni.
If it's going to be in the Omni, because I don't think it's fully collected in the deluxes.
Oh, it's not fully collected? I thought it was the whole story. Does it have tie-ins?
Yeah, the death metal. I remember when Aquaman Drowned Earth came out, I was picking up all the singles for that because Justice League had dropped and it completely affected the ending of Dan Abnett's Aquaman. So that's why I delved into that.
Now, did Snyder write No Justice?
Yeah, he wrote all of No Justice.
And how's that collected? Just a trade paperback?
It's just a trade paperback.
Well, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, that is a good question because No Justice needs to be in there. I wonder if they'd flesh out Drowned Earth.
Because I think it's just the two of the one shots in, and then the main book, and then that's it. But yeah, like I said, it affected other titles in the meantime too. So might as well, if you're gonna fatten out the Omni and put stuff in it.
Yeah, let's get fatter Omnis like JLD Rebirth. Let's get some 1,600-page doorstops.
Put in the Hella Risen stuff. Put in the stuff like right before Death Metal. I don't see why they wouldn't or shouldn't do that. Like it's all
the Year of the Villain stuff.
Not all the Year of the Villain stuff will be in the Omni because the main Justice League issues are going to be in that Omni regardless.
Okay,
but it's all the stuff like in between the end of Scott Snyder's Justice League and Death Metal that hasn't been like properly collected in oversized format yet.
And what is that?
Year of the Villain, Hella Risen. It was a 4-issue miniseries by Tiny Onion.
Okay.
And Steve Epting drew it. One of the only books that Steve Epting drew at DC. And there was one other series I'm forgetting, but yeah, stuff like that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. There was Year of the Villain, and then there was, darn it, there was something else. I don't know that it's that consequential. I remember Year of the Villain did need to be read, but there's one other thing. Okay. Gosh, I wish I could
You know
think
what? Let's throw in Joshua Williamson's 6-issue The Batman Who Laughs, Batman Superman.
Yeah.
Throw that in. Throw The Batman Who Laughs 1 through 7 in. Throw Hell Arisen in.
Oh, Hell
Yeah.
Arisen. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Throw Flash Forward in. Boom, you got a seventh, like you got a door stopper right there.
And wait, what was the name of what was Josh Williamson doing?
Batman Superman. You just need the first arc of that because the Batman Who Laughs isn't there.
Right. Yeah, those were good books, those Batman Superman books. I like those a lot.
I got to review the Jean Luen Yang arc, which was the 3rd volume of that Batman Superman book. He did it with Ivan Reyes on art. I got to review that for a Batman review site before I went off to UC Irvine. So that's my story there.
A real Batman review site, not like Baturdays in the BatCave where we talk about
no, like I got review copies and everything for it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
A very weird experience I don't think I'll ever forget.
Really?
Yeah.
They will rue the day Feral Lad was not included. Thank you, Spooey. I appreciate that. Don't you think seeing Superman streaking across the city skyline would instill terror that danger is present? No, it would inspire hope that he's keeping our city safe. Gary Frank is probably my favorite artist to draw Superman, honestly. I do like Dan Morris Superman.
Dan Morris Superman is also amazing, so I'm with you there.
Yeah, I am too. I did the more I watch. Just got here, though. Nah, I'm just teasing you. You know that. Sad as I had that Batman Treasury Edition, I did too as a kid. My first Batman comic. So, of course, I had to pick up the facsimile editions. I think the next one they're putting out is one that I have the original of, and that's Superman versus Muhammad Ali. I have the original of that.
That is,
but
cool.
I don't have any other Treasury editions. Those had to get sold to make room for us to move. And so now I'm rebuying them at $15 a piece. Jag is taking off. Got to feed the kids. That's fair. Read those comics. I have that oversized Batman story being translated in 1978. That's good. Oh, here's somebody I haven't seen in a long time. Batmanda, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, let's dethrone AVX as the biggest omnibus ever. Is that the all-time champ?
I believe so.
Wow, bigger than Immortal Hulk. I'm looking at my oversized. I know they put them together, and that looks like 2 books: Avengers vs. X-Men and the Companion. Yeah, that would be a big honking book. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, tied for 2nd largest Marvel omnibus. Just throwing it out there. Hey, no problem. New Challengers. Wait.
I think that was part of one of the titles that spun out of Metal. It was like that, the Terrifics, Sideways, that line of titles.
I do have the Terrifics. It's written by somebody really good.
Lemire, and then Yang takes over like 2nd arc and past.
Okay, I need to read that. Those are good writers. Jess with Teeny Howard leaving Harley Quinn 43 and Catwoman 68 in September. Who would you like to take over both series? The answer is obvious. Kelly Thompson. I want Kelly Thompson to take over every DC book that Mark Waid is not writing. She can write everything. I want her to write everything. Or just G. Willow Wilson's got Poison Ivy, so I don't want to upset her because that's great. But yeah, Kelly Thompson. I want her writing everything. There's Dean. How's it going, Dean? Good to see you. And not only will I show Blood Hunt, but I have a surprise to show Dom of X. We're going to go mobile and go upstairs to see my birthday present back from March that I finally opened yesterday. Yesterday, I took the day off from any reading. I made 3 videos on Thursday that will be released this week and next week. So I felt like I'm going to take a break. I'm going to listen to all kinds of music on vinyl, and I'm going to play with my toys. And I unboxed a boss toy, but I'll have to go mobile and take it upstairs. And that will be occurring. So don't go away. You're not going to want to miss this. Steve Epting's art is incredible. Any recommendations? Loved his Captain America with Ed Brubaker and currently 3 issues into Velvet. Please no spoilers. I'll spoil it for you. It's awesome. I need more of Epting's work in my collection. Those would have been the 2 I recommend. Dom, what do you have to say?
Jonathan Hickman, Fantastic Four and Avengers.
Yeah. Velvet is such a good book.
I agree.
Gary Frank is such an underrated artist. Really? I think he's rated.
I think he's very properly, highly rated.
Yeah, he is one of my favorites. His Earth One Batman art is awesome. You were right about that. Those first 2 Earth One Batman books are amongst my favorite Batman books ever. And this is great. One of my few mean comments. Omar and I we did a show called Reading Our Mean Comments. But now that he's 100,000, he gets way more mean comments than I do. He's got 92,000 more subscribers than I do. And he's like, dude, I could do a whole show myself for 3 hours. I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess that's not as fun.
Reading mean tweets.
Yeah, yeah. It's not as fun as it was 7 years ago in 2017 when we did it. But I think the minister and I on Baturdays reviewed Batman Earth One, and I said that it was one of my favorite Batman stories ever. And the mean comment, well, the comment was, if this is your favorite Batman story, you need to read more Batman. And I said, dude, I've been reading Batman for 60 years. I think I qualify. You need to read more Batman. I've read every single Batman issue there is, starting from 1939 or whenever. Give me a break, that guy. I didn't delete it. I saved that one. Derek, you may be onto something, because they may be doing that. Superman versus Muhammad Ali is next. And that's one that people love. I can't, just off the top of my head, think of all the other Treasury editions, but there were a lot. There was, I think there was a Superman versus Spider-Man Treasury edition. That's got a famous cover. Okay, I have not taken this out of the bag yet. I have not taken it. Okay, did we take it out of the slipcase? I have not taken it out of the backing board. Thank you, person that sold it to me. Oh my gosh, I got to cut it open. I'm saving the red band part. I'm going to slip it right back in, and we'll show you the gory gore that Marvel doesn't want. All children, please leave the chat right now. Spoiler alert. We're going to be showing inappropriate material. Let me put up the spoiler. Wait, I'll put up the transition. There we go. And here is the banner. We are going to be spoiling it with blood and gore for Blood Hunt 1, which Max has a lot of good things to say about, and I trust Max's taste. So let's see. Who is on this cover? Wow, all of them. So let me highlight this. And you've read this, right? I have not.
I have.
Okay, so what walk us through what exactly is happening in this book. I see
You,
Scarlet Witch. That's already cool.
man, Blood Hunt is you got the rise of this weird brand new vampire nation that we have. I wish I was more in, but yeah, we got the rise of the vampires. You got Blade, you got Doctor Strange, and the sun is setting on the entire Marvel universe. And I think it's the Dark Force dimension. It's blocking out the sun. So they got like Cloak, Dusk, and Dark Star to be turn into portals so that you can figure all of this out. Tiger and Moon Knight, they show up too.
Ooh,
It's
good.
Yeah, it's the entire cavalcade of Jed McKay characters all crashing about to get the sun up and rising again. It is absolutely insane. Yeah, it's like all the magic users of the Marvel Universe team
Ooh,
up to
yay.
figure out what's going on. You got the Avengers thrown in there too, because Jed McKay's also writing the Avengers, which is actually insane. Like Jed McKay is writing, it feels like every single big book in Marvel now.
He's doing Avengers and X-Men. And he's the first to do that, you said, since Stan Lee. It's amazing.
An impressive. Yeah, you got the Pepe Larraz R2 with a lot of brand new characters. I love his designs. There's not much that he hasn't done wrong for me, at least as of yet.
I had him. I don't know what's bloody and what's not. So where is the bloody material in the back, or is it all throughout
It's in the back.
The back. Okay. Well, so we'll just show a little bit more of this. This looks beautiful, by the way.
Man. Pepe Larraz and Marta Garcia are a super.
Yeah, and the lettering's really nice too. The coloring's nice. Oh, and here's a house ad for. I'm gonna get the omnibus of this. I'll get the blood issues, but then I'm getting. Oh, and here. Ooh, Clea and Doctor Strange. Mm-hmm. Yeah, talk to me, baby. I love those two. And there's Blade. Oh, that's a spoiler. Whoa, is that that's the red band part, that last page? That's the blood. I can't show that, not because it's bloody, because it's a big spoiler. Well, well, this looks kind of gory. Whoever that guy is. Yeah, this art's gorgeous.
Lots of brand new characters in there too, all designed by Pepe Larraz.
Here's all the heroes on pikes. That's kind of typical, I would guess. I can't show you the last bloody page just because it's a super spoiler. Wow. It's a way super spoiler. Boss. Blood Hunt.
Good stuff.
Okay. Dan Mora is probably my favorite artist currently. I cannot argue with you, Halo. Dan Mora is not only a great artist, he's prolific. A lot of these artists that are great, the books have to go on hiatus because it takes them so long to do their art. But Dan Mora is just pumping it out for a couple books at a time. Go back into your red band for the scene I can't show because it's a spoiler. Good night, Gary. Thank you for being here. Here's Terry from Down Under. If Marvel wanted, they could make another giant omnibus by putting all of Spider-Girl in one omnibus. I'm very, very happy that Marvel is doing this, that they're picking up their modern Marvel epic Spider-Girl from right at the end of the Complete Collections Volume 4. That's actually thoughtful of the fans, because I've got 1 through 4, and then I was crushed when they decided not to continue it, and then elated when they decided they were going to continue it with the modern Marvel epics. I'll buy that epic. Dean says, yes, it's the biggest Marvel Omni, AVX with 1680 pages. Second biggest is Blackest Night with 1667. How big is JLD Rebirth? That's got to be over 1500.
What was the page count on that? Let me look it up. 1456.
I was wrong. It's still big.
That's still a big book, though.
Yeah. Lars got the Batman Hulk crossover Treasury Edition for $1. It was complete, but CGS would value it at 1.0, one of the best buys ever. $1, and you got the story. Condition doesn't matter. You got it, and you're enjoying it. That's the most important thing. New Challengers is a Scott Snyder mini. Is it collected?
The trade came out for it a couple years ago.
A couple years ago. Oh, that means it's probably out of print by now. New Challengers. Chris's favorite artist is Marco Cato. Did I say that right? I think I did.
That is an epic. Yeah, that's an epic choice. I mean, what more could you want?
No, he's awesome. The funniest thing Jess has done is starting the movement of calling Omar's channel.
You know what, Jess? Someone suggested today in Omar's stream that you should change your name or your YouTube channel name to Jess is Trying His Best. I think that was Bar who suggested that.
It sounds like it was Omar, because Bar told me that she set up the Bar. Bar ratted him out that because I'm always so far behind in the chat, and Bar said Jess is trying his best, and Omar apparently said that should be his motto: getting up in the morning, Jess is trying his best. Trying to read his books, Jess is trying his best. And so that's what he wants me to call my channel, Jess is Trying His Best. I love it. I'd rather call it Very Fine Condition, but that name has been taken by Omar. So, but Earth One Batman is unfinished, right? Who knows when we'll get Jeff Johns? It's finished with book
volume
3.
3 was the last volume.
Yeah, it's finished. Now, I will say, as much as I love the first 2, Volume 3 isn't quite as good as the first 2. This is just my opinion. But it's still a strong 3-volume set. It's the best one of those Earth ones. Second to me would be Wonder Woman. I love
by
Wonder
Grant
Woman.
Morrison and Yannick Paquette.
Oh, such a good book. Green Lantern, and I Sold My Teen Titans by Jeff Lemire. A rare fail to me by Jeff Lemire. I did not
like that book. I love the Teen Titans. I did not like that book.
Okay. Good. I feel better. Superman was kind of... I kept it, but I understood the criticism. Minister of Comics didn't like it. But I kept it. I think that's Straczynski that wrote that.
Yep. JMS did write that.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, James even has the comments. Omnidog's Vault, Baturdays in the BatCave, Batman Earth 1, Volume 3, and the Batman's Grave reviews. Go there and you can see the guy trying to be mean to me. I don't actually think I really responded. Tom of X, thanks for the Epting rec. I love FF and Hickman's writing. Oh, you haven't read it.
You're going to love it, man.
You haven't read Avengers and Fantastic Four? You're in for such a treat. Such a treat. Good answer to that, Jess. Eventually it qualifies way more than enough. Yeah, I would think so. Jess remembers back when Batman wore purple gloves, carried a gun, and would smack around Robin to prove a point once in a while. That's not wrong. Oh, Superman versus Wonder Woman. Yeah, that Treasury Edition. Was it Minister of Comics or Omar said you should read more Batman? If Minister of Comics said it, he said it nicely. If Omar said it, he said it sarcastically. That's all I can tell you. We have a love relationship. I love that guy.
LHL for sure.
LHL. How did that transition come about? Wait, you mean this one? I took that picture from a whoop. I just got rid of the. Okay, wait. I took that picture of him came from one of those coat and tie announcement videos. So I had Jake make that, and Jake made that, and it's great. There's also one. I don't think I should get it in my playlist because it's Wonder Woman transitioning as me dressed as Wonder Woman back when I did that challenge to raise money for comic books for kids. And I'm going to fit in that Wonder Woman suit again soon. By the end of the year, I'm going to be able to fit into that. Can't now, but I will. Is there cursing in the red band variants? I feel like they go all out if they were able to. To me, only the last page of this looked anything reasonably gory. I didn't see.
There are 2 additional pages in the red band edition, compared to the regular one. I don't remember any swear words.
And you did a.
I did a page, like I did a flip through side by side of it.
Yeah, I think James already put that one up, but James can put it back up again if he wants. That's interesting, side by side. He drives FOMO, exactly. Derek says, I believe you Omni Bros are talking about what Red Band Edition comics were coming out, and I think I found the other one day by the way of DCBS. Oh, for Blade. Okay. Yeah, I'm keeping my eye out because my LCS, you can't put them on your pull list. You have to order them by themselves. And Blood Hunt 1, by the time I found out about it, was already sold out from Third Eye Comics. So I am on the lookout like every week for a Red Band book. I'm going to excuse myself so I can tell upper management that I'm going to be coming up in a minute. So to show the awesome toy I got for my birthday. So I will be right back. Dom, it's your channel. Talk about whatever you want. Bye.
All right. As I can't highlight stuff in the chat for you guys because I don't have that type of swaying power, but I can talk about whatever you all are talking about in the chat. So yeah, light up the questions. I'd be happy to answer them. Omnibo, thank you for the shout out, my friend. I'm trying to upload more. I think I've been doing a good job of that since I guess the start of all of this. But you know, trying to push as much out as I can. Let's see. News Pooey didn't.
Yeah.
I don't believe you wrote X-Men and Avengers concurrently. They were separated within a couple of years, at least from my research anyways. Could be completely wrong. AS, hello, welcome back.
Am I canceled yet?
Oh no, but people were wanting to continue my destiny. That's exactly where I left off too.
Wait, didn't Roy Thomas write Avengers and X-Men concurrently?
They were separated by a couple of years.
I've just taken a deep dive into Domavex's YouTube channel. Some great content. Love the school speech about Spider-Man. Nice. Dean, we did see that news, but I'm not bringing it up because I'm trying to just peace and love keep this about comics. It's not solicited for July solicits DCBS. Wait, it's not solicited, but for July solicits DCBS has Blade 1 Red Band for July. That's right now. Huh. Okay. There's more than the last page. Someone posted a side-by-side on Facebook, and someone has a YouTube video about it. That someone is our Dom of X, my guest. Okay. Well, the last page was pretty gory, but do you remember offhand where the other
There's a
gore?
couple of pages of where the like what they're saying is different. I don't remember there when I read the Red Band edition anyways being like having swear words. I could be complete like maybe my memory is just fuzzing out on me because I've read too much.
Yeah.
But that is what I do remember.
Well, there is a lot of there's a lot of this kind of stuff.
There is. Yeah.
Maybe yeah. And then those superheroes on the pike looking, and then there's this kind of thing. Got the spike through the head of Thor. Jeez. What the heck? Wow, this guy's a super baddie. I love this. Iron Man gets a bit. Oh man. Look at all these characters that got created. These are all Pepe Larraz ones?
These are all Pepe Larraz, yep.
Ooh. Wow. Beautiful. Scarlet Witch, that's always cool. Okay. Fairly Prime. Very Fine is it has just always come out of my mouth, so I think I'm stuck with that. Just can you recommend some good Raish Al Ghul stories?
Tower of Babel. And Greg Rucka and Klaus Janson did a Batman 9-issue series called Batman Death of the Maidens.
Oh, yeah. That's I think that's a deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
When I unhook to show you the toy, we can look at that book. Because it's imminent. You're going to like this toy.
Woo woo.
JT, I think after DC Black Label, I might do an Earth 1 read-a-thon. Only read GL Volume 1 and really enjoyed it. It's good. How are you doing on your Black Label read, JT? I noticed that you read like the worst ones first. You have to be, at this point, reading some really good stuff because I think you got the worst ones out of the way. Oh, and here is Dom of X's Blood Hunt Red Band Edition 1. We're buying side-by-side, panel-by-panel comparison. Axel, good evening. How far behind in the chat are you? Not that, just 10 minutes. That's pretty good for me. 3:45 in the morning. You are a late night guy. Good for you. By 3:45 tomorrow morning, I will be sacked. Don't deny your destiny, Dom. Oh, that's where you said you got. Dom, have you read X-Men issue 1?
I have read X-Men issue 1. I thought, you know what? I like the slow burn. I know that some people aren't as, I guess, happy with, I guess, the way that the issue's going. But you know what? I enjoyed the slow burn. I can't wait to see what more that they have. I think McKay is explicitly like writing it like that to lay out the foundation for whatever they have planned forward for the next 3 to 4 years of X-Men. So
yeah. I think that judging anything by just the first issues, especially on X-Men, there's a lot of world building that's going to happen. I don't judge it by the first issue. Judge it by like the first 12. By that time, things should be coming to a head, and he'll have things moving. He'll have things moving way before that, but by 12, it'll be a rich experience. I mean, Jed McKay is not going to miss on this. And peace and love. I am the one that promoted Black Cat, right? I'm the Jed McKay guy, so I believe in him. Like the new X-Men, yeah. I could have sworn on Twitter someone posted about a character saying "shit" uncensored. Well, it could
You
be.
did say it right now, uncensored.
Yeah, it was my channel. Every episode with Ra's al Ghul and Talia al Ghul are in BTAS, and Batman Beyond are also great.
I
The
agree
Batman,
with
the animated series ones that I've seen with Ra's are great. I saw Screen Rant bringing up a discussion about a panel from Superman issue 15 about a possible future DC versus Marvel crossover. Without spoilers, there is a scene where they say Crisis Gauntlet. Don being on reminded me that you need to subscribe to his YouTube channel. That's right. You need to subscribe to him.
Gotta get to 400, man.
That's right. Worst Black Label title, hands down, was Superman Year One, and yes, over Batman Damned. And that is why it was not in my collection when I reviewed all those. Neither was Batman Damned. I did mention Batman Damned, but there was Superman Year One and another one that was really bad that I did not even buy. Superman Year One, I did buy Batman Damned. Oh no, that was given to us by our sponsor at the time at Omnibros. There's another one, JT White Wolf. What's the other one that's so bad that I didn't even buy? Roy co-wrote Avengers 35 with Stan and went solo 36 and 66 and finished with 104. Sorry, he wrote X-Men starting with. So all good though, passing it on. Well, I'm not going to say anything bad about Roy Thomas, but it looks like he did cross over into writing them both at some point. Okay, thank you. First two Black Label books were Draw Scrot. That is a quote from me. Thank you. But finished Harleen, and it was so great. Yes. Rereading Dead Earth. Yeah. Dead Earth is also one. Yes. Okay. You are in for a world of love because you've got nothing but great books ahead of you. If you look at that panel, you understand better, but maybe it's a long shot. But since DC versus Marvel Omni's coming out of the blue, why not? Why not right now? DC versus Marvel cross possible. You never know. The only confusing part with X-Men was Beast. I had to ask Max to fill me on what's going on with him. Up, another sub.
Thank you.
Another sub. There we go. Oh, yeah. Superman versus Lobo. I did not get that.
I remember that book being out, and I remember going, this is a book.
Right. Peace and love. I hope you enjoy it, Spooey. No worries here. Okay, I'll show it again, Penny Mom. I'm going to do an overview of it. Should be in comic stores now. This is it. It's hard to pull up anywhere because it says limited collector's edition presents Batman. I'm going to have to find out exactly what it's listed as. It may be Batman versus Ra's al Ghul, Treasury Edition facsimile.
You know what? Let me check that out on because we got the solicitations. I might as well.
Okay, good.
Let me see what I can dig in and find.
Yeah, let's find out. So you should be able to go to your LCS and get it. I had to. Yeah. You should be able to because Hondo just said there's a huge stack of them in San Francisco at his LCS, so it's out there.
Let's see, June 2024. I did find the solicitation for the Superman versus Muhammad Ali from All New Collector's Edition number 56, which is coming out next month.
This one's 51. Maybe that helps. Collector's Edition 51. It's hard to search it because it doesn't. It's a Batman facsimile 51. Let me look at something real quick. Maybe I can help on this. Let's see.
Crisis, man. These are all Crisis on Infinite Earths facsimile. Oh my goodness.
Oh, really?
There's they're reprinting all of the Crisis on Infinite Earths facsimiles. On, let's see, facsimile for, let's see, Brave and the Bold, Showcase Green Lantern. Man, where is it?
No, what? Good grief. There we go.
It should not be this. Oh, Limited Collector's Edition 51, facsimile edition. Yeah, it came out March of this year. Or
Batman Limited Collector's Edition Treasury Ra's al Ghul #1 facsimile reprint.
And if you want to, there's a foil variant for $20 instead of $15.
Ooh, foil. I didn't get foil. I'm okay. But yeah, it's worth finding because you're gonna get the real stuff. Okay, I warned my wife, and now we're gonna go mobile, and I'm gonna have to set the computer down. Okay, here we are traveling through the BatCave up into the regular part of the house where I told upper management I was coming. She may have vacated. Okay. Nope, she's still here. Do you want to say hi?
Sure. Hi, everybody.
There's upper management. This is Dom. Dom at
Nice to meet you.
See you. You're going
See you
to see Jess's favorite toy. I have to admit, I love it too.
Ooh.
Enjoy.
Okay. There's some hype
Alright.
there. I like it.
Okay, let's see if I can get this right.
That is cool.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
Let me get it closer.
Okay.
Okay. Whoop. Okay, it has a remote. Okay, here we go. What? Did it turn itself off? I just turned it on.
Great demo.
Yeah, wow.
Woo-hoo.
There it is. Okay.
Love the pink. Okay. Oh, it lights up. I like, okay. The mouth lights up. The eyes light up. Oh, that is cool.
Okay, and let me pull back a little because he also walks.
You.
What? Where'd you get this?
Oh, wait. Let me highlight myself so you can see it better. There we go. Because his tail moves when he walks.
I like that. That is intricate design that I am behind 100%.
Me too.
I need this in my life. Where has this been?
$40 at Walmart.
That's it?
Yeah.
Long ago.
I got it in February and I gave it to you to give to me for my birthday.
Wasn't ever.
Where are you going, buddy?
He walking.
And you can hear the thumps. Oh, he's about to crash. Watch out.
Uh-oh.
He's not too... Oh, he's caught on the book, Cal.
And I wonder next year if I go camping again with some other folks, I could use this to scare everyone off their bedrooms. I might need to get myself this is a must need. Seems like he wants to keep on turning left though.
Well, I can direct him. I can turn him that way. Uh-oh.
Okay, got the Batman jigsaw puzzle. Got the peanuts.
Got caught.
Yeah, where has this been from my life? So where did my phone go?
Yeah, so this is my fave. Let's get a close-up of his face.
I like the cinematography and the angle here. Me too. Me too. Me too.
So I think this is a great value from Walmart.
Consider me amazed.
Great gift from upper management. It was all great. So I love this guy. We're worried that it might scare the cat that comes in. So I'd love to see her attack it.
I think it would scare her for life.
Thank you, upper management. Nice to see you. She's in her crafting zone right now.
This is better than the last movie.
That was actually the Godzilla versus Kong version, but I consider it the Godzilla -1 version because it did the same thing. Damn, I want one of those now. Holy smokes, this is amazing. I would have unboxed it on site. Yeah, I don't know. The box it was in was really cool, so I like displaying it for a while. I already threw it away. It was the Godzilla versus Kong. It's from Godzilla versus Kong. It was $40 at Walmart. I'll have to check my history at Walmart to see what exactly it's called. There are just so you know, any Godzilla -1 fans, there is now, you can pre-order it for September, the English subtitle version, and it includes Godzilla minus color. Oh, that is awesome. Omnidog, where and how did you get that Iron Man stuff? Oh, the Iron Man figure? Here it is. The one I put in the reel. It's an action figure that you get to look like you. You can get this from Hasbro, and then you have to download an app that you move.
Scans your face.
Exactly. And if you, it's this was a Christmas present from a couple of years ago, maybe 22. Wait, what year are we in? It might have been 23, but it's $50, so it's a splurge. But it was a Christmas present. I made a reel on Instagram. Jake made the reel, and it's really good. If you want to go on my Instagram, omnidogs_vault. And if you decide to do it, the secret is to smile. Because if you don't smile, they scan your face and then show what it looks like, and then you finally pick a picture. None of mine were turning out right until I smiled, and then it looked like me. Actually, it gave me an even bosser haircut than I have. Did get my beard in there, so that's nice. Hi, Patty. Hi, upper management. Patty, yep, she was there. Oh, good night, AS. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Oh, Spooey's taken off. Perhaps you'll be back when I return. If not, have a great evening. What's the indicia say? Are you talking about C51? I think that might play a part in it. Unless you're talking about the barcode. It's kind of hard. It is just weird to search for it. Maybe just call your LCS and ask. Subscribe to Dom's channel. We've gotten you a lot of
Thank you all,
guys. Shall we expect a root beer review for Superman Year One? Peace and love. I am not buying that book. No.
I have 4. I used to have 4 copies of every single issue of that book. I mistakenly bought it, and I also mistakenly bought multiple copies of each issue.
That sounds like something I'd do.
I remember the moment I bought 4 issues of issue 3, my LCS owner literally pulled me aside and, asked me if I was enjoying any of the stuff that I was reading. And then he said, like, Dom, only buy like what you love or what you think you love, and only buy one of them. You don't need to kill your wallet. Spread your wallet around, buy other books that you think you might enjoy or will enjoy that are different, and your heart will be more content.
What nice advice.
It was epic advice. I took it, and since then, I haven't really looked back.
That's really good. These are the stories: Son of the Demon, Bride of the Demon, and Birth of the Demon. Oh, this is in X-Men 1. Did they de-age Scott, or did they de-age him?
No.
Okay. What's the indicia? 10 p.m.
My friend keeps saying, I hate that he's just stupid, sexy Scott now, but I love it.
I think it's great.
It's great, though. Great for me, anyways.
Nice. Hello. Oh, that is awesome. LOL. Which brand is it, Jess? I would invite. Holy smokes, this is amazing. He wants one of them now. Yeah, I think for sure that would scare cats. I like the cinematography and the angle here. Here it is. Thank you, James. Walmart Godzilla X Kong Heat Ray Breath Remote Controlled. There it is for everybody. Thank you, James. Wow, you are amazing. Thank you for that. Halo says, have you guys seen the new Godzilla vs. Kong movie? We watched it on HBO Max for the 4th of July. I have not. I don't think I've seen any of the American Godzilla Kong movies. I'm a big fan of Shin Godzilla, and then I'm a big fan of Godzilla -1. I don't have anything against the US movies. I mean, I'm happy to watch them. But did you enjoy it, Halo? This is better than the last movie. Target Jade Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire Heat Ray Breath Godzilla Remote Control Godzilla Kong, the new. That's a Target. Okay. Yeah, he was getting hung up on the shelf. Can imagine that. Yeah, the dachshunds. I can just see the dachshunds attacking it. Godzilla in a villa. Oh, a Kong to match it, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with just that. Although it would be fun to battle them against each other. Just taking a break on my 400-mile drive home from visiting my kids' camp. Going to get back on the road, so we'll say thanks for the show, Jess and Dom. See you in the chats. Good to see you, Juice Dragons. Thanks. Have you guys read the Godzilla versus Justice League stuff?
Yeah, I read the first issue of it. I haven't read the rest of it.
This place is sending me a copy to review. So it should be here by Wednesday. 5% off Omnidog set. So yeah, I will have a review out. I'll review it and Batman and Robin Adventures first. $45. Okay, good. And here's the Godzilla -1. Geez, James, you're amazing. This is what I just ordered. It's a good value, I guess. And get one tomorrow after work. Good. Everyone needs one. We need 1.5K subs for Omnidog to get to 10,000. We can do it. If I could just keep putting out more videos, I might be able to hit that by the end of the year. As I said in the Discord, I don't get a plaque for 10,000. I get a piece of paper that says "Try harder." Oh, Jess, you got to watch them. They are so much fun. That's the Godzilla versus Kong movies. Does that include like Kong Island? That sounds fun. Yes, it was fun, and it had a great soundtrack. Monsterverse movies are fun. Okay.
I like Monsterverse better though. That sounds more scientific.
Monsterverse. That's what we're calling them from now on. Monsterverse.
Monsterverse movies.
It makes them sound exotic, like they're from France.
Exactly. A French Godzilla.
Wee! Have you been watching Boys? It's going great as always. I haven't seen it. It's on my list, of course, my endless list of things to watch. I've heard great things about it.
I binge it every season. I have yet to watch season 4. Waiting for season 4 to finish before I get to it.
Okay, so you've already seen the first 3 seasons.
And they are fantastic.
How many episodes are in each season about?
There are... What's the number? I always forget.
8? 8 or 10? I'm throwing out numbers here.
8 episodes. Yeah, 8 episodes.
8? Okay, that's doable. Godzilla vs. Power Rangers was a bit of fun. I think there's a volume 2 coming out for it too. What if we send you a plaque? Peace and love. You guys send me a plaque if I hit 10,000. I will put it up right behind me. Make it nicer than the YouTube one they send to Omar. Like solid gold. I got my Spider-Man by JMS Volume 2 Omni pre-ordered. Might skip that last arc though.
So there are 2. There's 2 arcs that you would potentially quote unquote want to avoid if you're reading the book. Because in between those 2 arcs is a pretty awesome arc called Back in Black, where he gets the symbiote suit again. Right before that is Since Past, and right after that is One More Day.
Okay, so what about Peter Parker Back in Black? Does that need
that was the one I was that was one
Spider-Man Back in Black and Peter Parker Spider-Man Peter Parker Back in Black?
Are they the same thing?
Oh my god, did I buy 2 copies? No, they have matching let
me see MJ. Oh, that's you have parts 1 and 2. You're fine.
Yeah. Okay. I have all this in hardcover. I didn't buy the Omnis. So I've read all the way up to Sin's Past, and I hit a roadblock with that and said I'm not reading this again for a while. So do I read this? When do I read this Back in Black?
If you want to skip Sin's Past and jump straight into that, you'd be fine.
I already read Sin's.
Yeah, you're fine. You're good.
Read this before I
read that before Joe Quesada destroys the Peter MJ marriage.
And I collected it in the best of Spider-Man. I've got volumes 4 and 5, and I have The Other still. Have you read The Other?
I don't think I have.
Let me see what this is about. I've had these for 10 years. The Other. The startling super story that will turn the wall crawler's world upside down. This is by Straczynski. Haunted by unsettling dreams, disturbed, blah, 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 blah. Amazing Spider-Man 525 through 528. Friendly's Neighborhood Spider-Man 1 through 4. And Marvel Knights Spider-Man 9 through 22. Uh-oh. Is this what has One More Day in it?
No.
Okay. Let me see. Is this what has One More Day in it? These are all the Straczynski things. Is One More Day's the last story, right?
One More Day should be. There was only 4 issues. It was right before ASM 546. So if it doesn't have ASM 544, 545, you're fine.
Okay, wait. I might be missing Brand New Day just in general. I mean, I'm sorry, One More Day. I think I just stopped.
Good, you don't need to get them, Joe.
I think I just stopped. This goes to 524. That's what I thought. This is volume 5. It goes to 524. And then the other goes from 525 to 528. So that is where I'll stop. Okay, good. Good to know. Yeah, probably. 8 episodes each. LOL, thank you. Next week is the season finale, Dom. Get ready.
I gotta strap in.
YouTube is basically saying for 10,000 subs, you're doing your best. I'm trying my best. To be honest, I never even thought I'd get to where I am now. Oh, I have to plug my mic back in. Okay, there we go. And let's into the scene. There. Okay, everything's fine now. One More Day was painful, but Mike Diodaro's art is so good. His MJ and Gwen are so pretty. Okay, wait. Sins Past, not One More Day. Okay. Brand New Day is coming in next month. Also, will you be buying that, Jess?
Yeah,
No.
I think you talked about this last week because we were talking about the Brand New Day omnibus that's coming out, and you said you weren't because you already had a bunch of the.
But it turns out I don't have them all.
Turns out you don't have them all, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, so I think that I'm going to have to let go of my 3 Brand New Days, and then what I thought was a reasonably solid Spider-Man collection is actually not solid at all. I have so much. I'm going to have to just wait for the Omnis. Because I don't have New Ways to Die. I have New Ways to Live. Oh, that was last week when we talked about that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I have 4 big times. The Gauntlet Part 2, Spider-Man Origins, Spider Islands, Avenging Spider-Man. The hell is that?
Avenging Spider-Man?
The complete collection with Captain Marvel.
I think that was a Zeb Wells title.
Written by Zeb Wells, Greg Rucka, Mark Waid, Catherine Eminem, Kelly Sue. What is this?
You got Spider-Man with the Avengers. I think that's all the title was. It was like random team-ups with the Avengies.
Okay. So I can read this on its own. Is that like the Brain Trust?
And I believe that the first appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel is also in that run.
Oh, so I can just read this by itself.
Yes.
Okay. This has no Dan Slott in it at all. Greg Rucka and Mark Waid. That's cool. Origin of the Species. Other stuff. Oh, and then I have hardcover stuff. Superior Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, Worldwide. Uh-oh. What's back here? the Clone Conspiracy and Red Goblin, and then I think that's where they stopped with the oversized hardcovers. Isn't the other where he gets claws? It could be. I still need that other variant cover with Spider Ham by Ringo. This question for you from Brian. What do you have coming up this week on your channel? That's a good question.
That's a good question. Well, probably will have another episode of comic releases updates just because, well, I'm publicizing release date updates now just so that the regular folk who aren't in tune with this, at least they have an outlet for, oh, like this book got pushed back, and I'm always the first one to it. So that is something I can claim, part of working for or with Chris, I should say. I have a video called Dear Jeff Johns that is either coming out tomorrow or Monday, which I'm going to be talking about the most recent Justice Society of America run, and I have an very long due overview of Justice League, the Justice League Dark Rebirth omnibus. So that is what I've got upcoming, and then so that's 3 things, and yeah, the 4th is I've got the finale of my review. I do a podcast with my public speaking coach called Two California Filipinos, where we just talk about random stuff, and the finale of our X-Men 97 review should be coming out Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay. You got a busy schedule.
It's fun though. I'm back in active, and because I'm not doing anything much else this summer. Besides working for Omar and learning Python. So
doing what?
Learning Python code, or how to code in a certain programming language.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but good for you. Wow. Halo asks, will you be watching Batman the Caped Crusader when it comes out? That's the one on Prime?
HBO.
Oh, HBO. Okay. Yeah. Who is that? Who's writing and designing that? Is that a Bruce Timm thing?
I want to say it is.
Paul Dini thing?
It's Prime. Okay, it is Prime. Okay.
I thought it was Prime. Yeah. Which is odd, but okay. I still have to finish Batman the Animated Series. I should start every morning. I'm almost done with it. I still haven't gotten to Crazy Design Joker yet. I'm in Batman and Robin Adventures, so I'm almost done. So I really just should start every day watching that. I bet it would put me in a great mood. Benji Spider-Man is a series of Spider-Man team-ups with several Marvel heroes. It was a fun run. Okay, it looks like I can read it separately. Okay, cool. Looks like you need to make an episode with Peter for Spider Collection, Jess. Otherwise, you'll be lost in there. Well, it turns out my Spider-Man collection is very much incomplete. I had a very solid X-Men collection that he helped me organize. And I think there was only one book he recommended I get. It's written down somewhere. But yeah, I don't have a complete Spider-Man collection at all. I imagine that Omnis will replace a lot of these books eventually. Kenny, how's it going? It's been a while. Uh-oh. Hey now, everybody go to my Discord channel in Bowie's Turntable, where you can see the amazing Charlie XCX mashup with me and various other people. And it is a very catchy tune, that 365. I can see why people dig her. That is an excellent song. I'm trying to figure out a way I can make it available to the general public. If I put it in my Google Docs, though, then they'll see all the other crazy stuff that I have in Google Docs, which is bootleg copies of Ghosts from BBC. So that's not that bad. You can watch Ghosts if I make that free, which is a great show. I wonder if I could make I'm going to have to ask Jake, or I can ask you, can I make a separate can I separate Google Drive to put up Cycle's video? Is there some way I can, like, I have Google Drive and I have stuff in it, but I don't want all that stuff. I mean, there's nothing bad about it, but it's like, I'm wondering if I can make maybe a folder that's public and keep everything else private.
Yeah.
I can do that?
I believe you. Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay. That way I can get that video out because it needs to be seen by millions of people. It's so good. It's his Sistine Chapel. It's amazing. Yay, Python/S. Are you a programmer, Kane? Python is pretty easy. Are you taking free online classes?
I'm taking a free extension given to me by the university that will be giving me my master's degrees in a couple of years or so, hopefully.
Wow, master's degree. That's impressive. You don't drink alcohol. You only drink apple juice. You're getting your master's degree in programming. The many layers of Dom. This is pretty cool. Kenny says, I plan on getting Absolute Superman by John Frank soon. I own those stories in hardcover and trade paperbacks, but I want the larger format. You sure do. I am sending all my copies to Jessica because she doesn't have them. But look at this honking beast, Kenny.
It's big.
Yeah. I had to make extra room for it. This is so worth it. We went, Kenny, I have an overview. Did you already, Kenny may have already commented on my overview. I have a feeling he already saw it on this book. So what else have we got going, buddy?
I can't think of, well, I reread some of Secret Six today and I wanted to talk about that a bit, but apparently I've got a function to go to in like 30 minutes. It's at my neighbor's house, so it's fine. But you know what? Secret Six might have my favorite Bane characterization and content overall.
You're talking about one of my favorite books of the year?
Yes, sir. Even if it is weirdly mapped. I'm very happy that we have it in oversized now.
Yeah. If you go to my review of this, I give the correct mapping. Excuse me, because they have Birds of Prey in there, which contains a huge spoiler. So you need to read the Secret Six miniseries first, then go back and read Birds of Prey, and then you can go on. I have it all laid out in my overview. But I think this is my favorite portrayal of Bane too. He's very different, isn't he?
Yeah. He's a lot better to empathize with than anything I've read in Dixon's Batman run in general, or that era of Batman, I should say. But you also get what he's doing. I love his relationships with every single one of the team members there. I love the motivation. Like, yeah, I don't need to use Venom 100% of the time. I like that he's toned down like that, and I really, really appreciate that Simone got to show that side of him.
He's likable.
Which you'd never think for someone like Bane, but he very much is in that book.
Yeah, and he's a very important part of the team. There he is. Well, there we go. Yeah, I agree. And I just thought the writing was amazing throughout all of this. And yeah, the Bane characterization is really good. I also like Deadshot.
Me too. It feels like it's a weird spiritual successor to Ostrander's Deadshot back in the 80s. But I love where Simone picks his story up and on in the Villains United series and continuing onwards. Like, it's fantastic.
And we get Kane. I'm sorry, Kane. We get Bane unbaned. We get him like unmasked and just right there. And then she shows him she's got vials of venom for him, and he's not that happy about it. What have you done, child? Man, this thing is action packed. She goes there in a lot of stuff. Oofa. Jeanette's a great character. I wish we could see more of her.
I agree.
What else did you like about this besides Bane?
I love how, you know what? I never noticed how sexy the art was up until like I reread it, and I was like, this art is it's 100% it's amazing. Like you got Dale Eaglesham in there, Nicholas Scott, who's worked with Simone on obviously Wonder Woman, but you got here too. The whole triage of cool stuff from this title, like absolutely amazing. And of course, I did not expect, like going in when I read this for the first time a couple of years ago, that Catman was someone that I was going to be like looking forward to
Right.
issue by issue, but I wanted to see more of him. That guy can slash guys up, but it's insane, like the character work that's been done to him in this title. Yeah, I can't speak Jeanette as well, like you said earlier. I should always probably expect that from every Simone book, because she does a fantastic job with the characterizations of every single person that's in her books, giving you reasons to not only care about them, but
Mhm.
also in the fact of placing them in situations where you can't help but not only root for them, but just also have fun reading the book. Like, I never had a moment in Secret Six where I wanted to put it down. It was always, I need to see what else is going on with the team. Which is, yeah, insane to me.
It's very readable, right? I mean, it just draws you in, and as you say, you don't want to stop. I read it in one weekend. Oh yeah, and then there's the guy in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Not the gimp from Pulp Fiction. There's Catman leveling Batman. What? Yeah, that's right.
It's something that there was a, do you know the show Fairly Odd Parents by any chance?
I remember seeing it when Kelly was little, but it's been like 30 years for me.
Yeah, that was one of my shows growing up. And Adam West would always, like, not always, but no, he would always guest star as Catman and not Batman, because obviously you can't have Batman in your children's cartoon that doesn't have DC characters in it. And
Yeah.
Nickelodeon doesn't own it. And so for the most part, whenever I saw like Catman in this book, I always thought, I need to read Catman in Adam West's voice, because that's what I read when I was growing up.
I definitely did not see that part. I love Adam West, that's for sure.
I don't know who doesn't, but yeah, that's my quick review of Secret Six. Absolutely love it. Like most of anything Gail Simone writes. Because yeah, she knows how to bring the fun. She knows how to bring the characters out. Like, that's all she does, and she's really good at it.
Yeah, for a team of mercenaries, they genuinely have a conscience, a collective conscience about them. Even though we're not sure who's leading the team, Scandal Savage, Deadshot, Catman, they seem to take turns questioning their assignment and what they're really going to do about it. They have a crisis of conscience in almost all cases, which is really interesting.
It just makes me, because we got Birds of Prey, or that one arc in this book too. I can't help but think, like, DC's got to put a Birds of Prey omnibus of her stuff out at some point.
Yeah, that would be 3 solid omnis if they could make
3 solid omnibuses.
Yeah. Superior Spider-Man Companion is a sequel to Avenging Spider-Man. Okay, I have that. Good, I can read both of those. Thank you, Kane. Written down somewhere. That is the best place to keep track of your collection. I know I have a bunch of sticky notes that are in a pile right in front of me, so I know it's in there somewhere. All the episodes will drop August 1st. Okay, here's my Discord. It's on Harvey's YouTube page also. You want to give the Do you want to give the address of that, Harvey? Yeah, I know. You just said that. Make a burner TikTok account and upload it there. Okay, it's a public video. I might teach you. What's the address? Secret Six was so good. 5 a.m. comes early. Have a great night, people. Oh my goodness, you have to get up at 5 a.m. Derek, peace and love. Thank you for joining.
I get up at 5 a.m. voluntarily, but peace and love to you, man.
I woke up at 6 this morning, but I had to take a nap.
Oh.
I did get my walk in, so that was good. Thank you. There's my overview and review. If you have a Google Drive on your computer, just make a folder, post the video in it, then share the link. Okay, because I got to get Peter M to see it. He's a big Charlie XCX fan, and I think he would dig it. I considered going to programming for short time. That's how you know Python. Kane, I used to program. I don't so much anymore because I just burnt out from it, but keep up to date on new languages. Yes. Did I miss any Gene Colan Batman talk? We didn't talk about Norm Brayfogle or Alan Grant either. Sorry, Harvey. Secret Six was so good. Mr. Awesome, good to see you. I hope Uncanny X-Men by Simone is like Secret Six. She's another one that I can't think of anything I haven't liked that she's written. I genuinely like almost... I can't think of anything offhand that I didn't like by Gail Simone.
That's how you know you're a solid writer.
Yeah, I loved Clean Room. I know some people didn't, but I thought Clean Room was great. Solid Snake. Do you read or collect American manga like Usagi Yojimbo? I do have pretty much everything Usagi Yojimbo. I've only read the first Legends book once. It's kind of a scar on my legacy of reading that I haven't read at all. Someday soon, I will be reading it all. I know better than to make promises right now, but I will be reading it all. I know how good it is. Yes, thank you. Looking forward to that Gail Simone Birds of Prey Omni. I mean, that art is great. Spooey returns. Welcome. Oh, next to Maginaut. Secret Six, an anti-hero's code of honor. Yes, that's right. That's a good way to put it. They had a code of honor. Good to see you next. Oh, here it is. Harvey Picar's Ghost Bragg Summer, a Cycle Cleveland joint. I'm not kidding. Everybody copy and paste this and watch this. This is really, really good stuff that Harvey did. Cycle. I mean, it's just so fun and funny. And the song, of course, is amazingly catchy. And everything is synced to the song perfectly. Editing is perfect. It's a masterpiece. Oh, got it. Okay, and he did. Yeah, sure. If you can, tell him I asked you to. Thanks, James. Yeah. It's pretty big. I couldn't message it to him. I couldn't email it to him. I couldn't do anything with it. That's why I was thinking I would put it up in a Google Drive folder. He's the one I really want to see it. I've been up at 6 a.m. with no nap. Came flexing. I worked, went shopping, babysat my sister's cat, went home, and put things away. Then I started watching this. I am tired, but I'll stay until the end. Kane, viewer of the day. Right on, man. Come on, give me the thumbs up. What here? I'm doing it right here. Okay, good enough. I used to wake up at 3:30 when I worked at a pediatric hospital. My shift was 5:38. Well, you had your afternoons free. That's pretty cool. I made it purposely low effort editing because it's more fun that way, but my wife pointed out problems with it, and now all I see is the things I forgot to edit. Peace and love to your wife, Cycle. I know she's a saint, but I didn't see anything wrong with it. I thought it was and it didn't even seem like low effort editing because I don't edit at all. I thought it was funny and fun. I look like an idiot and it's hilarious. It's really catchy. And Tyler Smith's back. Welcome back. First Usagi saga book starts with his early anthology appearances and back for the comics. By the end, the comic truly begins to take form for what it will be from that point onward. I'm waiting for the end of the stream to get a snack. Well, we're pretty close because Dom, how much longer do you have? 5 minutes?
I think I got like 5 minutes.
Okay, we've got a 5-minute
rundown.
We got a 5-minute. Yeah. Oh, okay. I agree it was funny and fun, but my wife is contractually obligated to disagree with me. So the Secret Six material collected in the Infinite Crisis Omni is at the beginning of the series. Yes.
Yes. Villains United is in the near beginning of the Infinite Crisis Omni. I remember reading that a couple of months ago. So it's all collected in there. And yes, it's also appropriately collected in the Secret Six as well.
Yeah. And then I think right after that is where Birds of Prey shows
right.
up.
Yeah, Birds of, yep. That's where they put Birds of Prey at like the second arc where it should be I would agree with you. It should be after that first mini series.
Yeah, that let's see. I don't think I'm in. No, this is Birds of Prey because there's Huntress. Right after Villains United is Birds of Prey. You need to skip that. Go to the miniseries, and it's on my review. The pages where you stop, jump, and come back. It's low effort and it's worth it because Birds of Prey has a big time spoiler. It's a great story, but it also has that spoiler. Yeah, here it is. Villains United. What the hell? Villains. Wait, now here's Babs as Oracle. Oh, okay. Hang on. I'm just dealing with things here. Oh, okay. When you get to this part, stop. That's Birds of Prey. And that's what you want to miss. That's a boss-ass cover, though. Actually, I'll keep this out because we seem to be talking about it a lot. 5-minute warning turns into just soloing it for another hour, please. That's very kind of you. I don't know that I can do it.
It is 10:48 where you're at, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty late.
I do like to try to get in bed ready to fall asleep by 11:30. And this show jacks me up, so I have trouble falling asleep after it because I get so pumped up talking to people about comics.
I apologize, man.
Oh no. This is you help me forget any kind of pain or anything, really. Harvey, we're not talking about. I see what you're saying at 10:47, but we're not covering that because we're just keeping our eye on comics for right now. Go, Chris is back too. Nice. Spooey, any bad thoughts on Superman Birthright, The Kingdom, and Invisible Kingdom? Each were in my cart a while now, and I can grab them at a certain website. Buy two, get one for the next hour or so. Superman Birthright is one of the greatest Superman books ever written by Mark Waid. What DC should have done is taken that book, taken it to Warner Brothers, and said, make this the Superman movie. The Kingdom. I'm not sure I can recommend it as hard as I can Kingdom Come, but Invisible Kingdom, which is a completely different thing. I think Invisible Kingdom's by G. Willow Wilson, and that's a big like absolute size type book. A lot of love for that. I don't know how much I would recommend The Kingdom. Have you read that, Dom?
I haven't read it yet. It was on my list, and then the book went out of stock at my local comic shop and other spots, so I never got around to it.
It's not bad. It's just not as great as Superman Birthright, and Invisible Kingdom is a completely different animal. But
Oh wait, are we talking about? I haven't read Invisible Kingdom, but of the other two, I have read.
okay, you've
But
read.
I
The
will agree
Kingdom.
with you that the Kingdom definitely isn't as strong as Kingdom Come.
Okay, but still worth a read. Do you think
Yeah.
it's still worth a read?
I think it still is.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that can be the get one free. You're buying Birthright and Invisible Kingdom, and what the hell? The Kingdom's free, so you're okay. Oh, Sato, yeah, we're almost done. Good to see you, though. Do either of you recommend Wonder Woman by Gail Simone?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
100%. Do we both have it?
I wish I had it.
Oh, I thought you were reaching for it.
This is just working on something with my mic, but yeah,
Oh,
I would recommend Wonder Woman over Batgirl, but both are solid reads. I love Wonder Woman though.
Batgirl, Wonder Woman. I agree that I think Wonder Woman is good from the first page to the last, whereas I feel like, and I know this is sealed, but I read it in trade, so don't jam me up, everybody. This starts out really strong, and I feel like it kind of peters out towards the end. Still 100% worth reading. I really love it, but Dom is right. This is Wonder Woman's great from beginning to end. It's a great. I read this really fast because it was so good, and it's been a while. I don't think I've read it since whenever it came out, 2019 or something. Oh, great. Thank you, James. How'd you do it? How'd you stick a 3-minute video into a message? What should be in Secret Six
It's all
Omnibus?
in there. It's just not mapped completely correctly.
Yeah. Here's what DC did. In the trades of Secret Six, there's no Birds of Prey story arc in it. But since she was writing them concurrently, DC did us a favor by sticking in the relevant Birds of Prey story arc. DC incorrectly put it out of order. So everything that's in there should be in there. It's just it's a big spoiler right before they're basically switched. Secret Six and then Birds of Prey. It's okay. I'm going to start again. It starts with the Villains United.
They meant Secret Six Volume 2.
Oh,
Just it's just the rest of the ongoing series and then the New 52 stuff. That's going to be hard.
It's about it's like volume 2.5 through 4, and then the 2 volumes of New 52. 1 p.m. there. You can make it to 11 p.m. I have faith in you. And if you can't get to 11 p.m., surely you can get to 11:15. Dom of X has to go, but what a pleasure it always is talking to you. Not only will I see you next, well, I may see you sooner than that. I will definitely be seeing you at the end of the month on the Collected Edition show. And then you and I are on Omnibo, except that it's 7 a.m. my time, which means it's 4 a.m. your time. No, wait. You're 3 hours behind me. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. your time. So what do you think of that?
I mean, it's just another Saturday for me.
Yeah, baby. Nice. Throw on Goodnight Moon and you'll fall asleep immediately. Who wrote Goodnight Moon? I mean, I know it's a book. I used to read it to Kelly when she was little. Who's the artist? Here's Booster, my DC connection. What up, buddy? So Birthright, Invisible Kingdom are big yes, and Kingdom is okay. Yep, I think that's right. You're welcome. Up. Good question. Who is the artist on Wonder Woman? That's also a big selling factor. By Gail Simone. Art. Oh boy, a lot of artists. Bernard Chang and Aaron Lopresti are the main artists, it looks like. And it looks like Dodson did all the covers, maybe. That's definitely a Terry Dodson cover. Whoop. Oh, Dom took off already. Jay, underneath, you can find Dom, Dom of X YouTube, and I also will put the comic releases link so you can find them there. Okay, so here's some of the art. Let me take this off. Yeah, this is Bernard Chang. This is Aaron Lopresti. Well, this is good art. Yeah, the art's strong all the way through. Let me get back here. It's like the middle of the book. Ooh, Cheetah. Cheetah. Oh, and she's got the, I forgot about this. She's got the golden armor on. Nice. I read this 5 years ago, so I need to reread it. Oh, and there's Cheetah going after her. You just have to send the YouTube link. Oh, all right. Well, I'm glad that it got sent to him. I hope he enjoys it. Shoot him and say, okay, yeah, it's going to be, as I said, like the last third of volume 2, and then 3, 4, 5, and the thin trades of New 52. Batgirl is my least favorite Simone book. It's forced into so many Snyder Batman events, it gets bogged down. I think that's when I started thinking that it's sort of dropped off. It starts off really strong, though. I agree with you, Doc Elevator, about the getting tied up and all that stuff happening. What kind of element does Birds of Prey spoil? A death? A story turn? I'm not going to tell you. It's a big spoiler that it's super out of place. It should happen after the miniseries. Then it makes sense. It won't. The story that follows the Secret Six miniseries after Birds of Prey, it's so out of order that it won't. That you're just going to be wondering about it. So it's easy to do, just to skip to the Birds of Prey. I'm sorry, the Secret Six miniseries, and then go back to Birds of Prey. It's I love Secret Six, but Peace and Love, it is a big spoiler that will confuse you, not as well as spoil it for you. Here's a good question from Sato. What's everyone's favorite Gail Simone book? Mine is Birds of Prey. Right now, mine is Secret Six. What else has she written? Wonder Woman, Batgirl, Clean Room, Red Sonja. Give me some other. You guys know stuff. What are some other Gail Simone books that I'm not remembering? Because she's written so much. I'm glad she's getting to write X-Men. I know Dom just dropped right off. Dom dropped off suddenly with no warning to go to your friend's place. Jess, continue on. Second star to the left and straight on till morning. Very nice, Peter Pan. Here's his YouTube. Yep, Dom of X, great guy. Great guy. And his comic releases Patreon. Javier, I'm hoping those are two goats. Are you saying we were both goats, like the good kind of goat? Dom is another awesome character in Omnidog's ever-rotating guest chair. That's right. And next Saturday, well, let's see. I got to put up my schedule because the schedule's starting to form for the whole month. I'm moving things to Saturday that were on Sunday, and this coming Friday is going to be Bunk for Crime Corner, and Saturday will be the debut of the Welshman Elan. He will be on, and we will be talking stuff, comics and vinyl. He's a vinyl collector, so we'll be talking about that. I've gotten a ton of vinyl in recently. It's been great. Thanks for a fun show as always, fellas. Good night, everyone. Oh, okay. Is it time to go? Glad I was able to catch what? Halfish of the stream anyway. Yeah, that's better than nothing. Who is the artist in Gail Simone Birds of Prey? In this book, I don't know that there was there a consistent artist in Birds of Prey? Let's see. Wait. It's probably in the table of contents, and it absolutely is not. Okay. Thank you very little. Villains United, Infinite Crisis Special, which does involve the Birds of Prey a little bit. So, I can sort of see how that might have. Okay. Oh, frick, they don't. Wait. Nicola Scott. Wow. Yeah, early Nicola Scott. I'd love to interview her. What a great artist. This was a solid Birds of Prey team, and it's completely out of place in this book. But it's a great team, and Birds of Prey is awesome. So is Nicole Scott art. Aaron Lopresti is an awesome artist. Yes. Dom took my advice. Oh, you were he did just drop out suddenly. He did. I wasn't even aware he was gone. That one panel looks nice. I'm a huge fan of the current Wonder Woman artist. They make Diana truly look like a goddess. Tom King's writing that, right? Yeah, I think that trade is coming out this month. Mostly Ed Benes for Birds of Prey, if you're asking about Simone Wren. Okay, mostly Ed Benes. Solid Snake, would you recommend Harley Quinn and the Gotham City Sirens Omni? I definitely would. The first 2/3 is written by Paul Dini and is A+. It is exceptionally well done. Afterwards, whoever follows Paul Dini is just going to have a little bit of trouble. I think it's Tony Bedard. Yeah. I think. And it's good. I would say it's B+. So you've got A+, B+, but you've got Harley in the Gotham City. Is it called Harley? It used to just be Gotham City Sirens. but yeah, 100% recommend it. You'll love the first 2/3, and then you'll just enjoy the last third. It's all a great story, though. Goodnight Moons by Margaret Brown. There was an animated short on HBO where the video of the boy going, "Have you had a dream that he'd." Okay, wait, what? There was an animated short on HBO where the video of the boy going, "Have you had a dream that he could, he wants, he wanted, he could do anything." Did you really mean to write all that? Are there some words that shouldn't be in there, or is that really what happens? I'm not 100% sure on what's going on there. Javier, thank you. I'm loving your comic shirts Instagram post every day. Today's was Mix's Pitlick. Mix's Pitlick. Mixie. Okay, Sato answered the question. Do you think Gail Simone's best work of Birds of Prey? Probably. Yeah. Are we talking Clean Room? I think you're talking Clean Room, which I thought was awesome. But yeah, I think Birds of Prey is what she's most famous for because it was so long and so consistently good. So yeah, I would say that's probably right. Gail Simone wrote a lot for the Simpsons comics, actually. I did not know that. She had a short run in Deadpool, only 4 issues or so. I did not know that. You old goat. No, Javier meant 2 goats. Yeah, Harvey, mind your business. She had a short stint on Superman as well. Pretty good stuff, albeit short. That was recently, right? I'm really hoping some Omnis go on sale for Prime Day. That'd be good. Yes, Elon will be appearing. Fun way to spend my last day of school holidays. Thanks for the fun stream, Justin Dom. This is probably a good time for me to... No, we did not watch the French bicycle race, whatever it's called. Sorry. I take that back. I guess Gail Simone only wrote a handful of Simpson stories, but still. Good night, Halo. Thank you for joining. No, we did not see any of that. Indeed, great art. Those good word. Those rapscallion scoundrels took the kingdom off sale early, so not only is it not going to be the free book, I need to find a replacement book. Mwah. Spooey, I'm so sorry. NFL Dude is referencing a video where a kid stumbles through a response to a question, I'm pretty sure. He stutters and stammers all over the place. It's very cute. I'll post the video in Discord. That's not exactly what he said, but it's real. It's after the credits for the short, so they knew they had gold when they made it. I'm dying to see this now. Thank you for posting it in my Discord. I have a huge headache. Oh, Chris, I'm sorry. So I'll head out now. Thanks for the great stream, Jess. Catch you in this Discord and another stream soon. Yes. Today's Saturday. Monday, I'll be on Omnibros. Wednesday, I'll be on Omnibros. Friday is Bunk on Crime Corner at 8 p.m. And then Saturday at 2 will be Elon, the fabulous Elon. It's in Clip Show. Okay, I'll watch it right after this. Thank you. What? Shoot, there was a good recommendation for what book I should have for book club. It was something that I think Larry would like, and I think I own it. Oh, Unstoppable Jonna, that was good. I'll go look in my library for what I'll go look in my library for what I think would be a good book club book. But go find me on Omnidog's Vault, Omnidogs_vault on Instagram, where I'm posting 31 different shirts for the 31 days of July, all comic themed, no repeats. It was not. I'm reading that for your book club. Thank you for being here, Kane. Wait, Kane, before you go, let me drop something for you. There we go. So peace and love. I am going upstairs to go to bed now because I'm wiped out, but I love all of you. You make my day better. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Please go to my Discord. We have fun in there. And peace and love. Please hit the like button. Subscribe. Message. Don't forget to subscribe to Dom. We're trying to push him to like 400. You have a good evening too, Spooey. Take care, everybody. I will play us out with my Baturdays theme song. Peace and love.
Baturdays. Baturdays. Baturdays.